can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenicklygroup.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Entertaining in your backyard this holiday season is easy with help from Tools Ace Hardware. Grills and smokers from Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, and Napoleon. Or a griddle to cook your family breakfast or pizza ovens for personal pizza night. Tools Ace also has Polywood outdoor furniture available, including dining sets and Adirondack chairs. Also fire pits, firewood, patio heaters, and propane to keep everyone warm when the temperature drops. Get it all assembled and delivered to your home for free when you spend $3.99 or more on grills or patio furniture. They have 13 convenient Central Florida locations, or you can shop online at acehardware.com. Tools Ace, the backyard place.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. If you are in an accident, take pictures of everything. The damage, the roadways, and the other drivers, and call the police. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Get up to 50% off New South Windows and Doors. Visit our showroom on November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 for details.
Football fans, are you missing the action because of blurry vision? Well, this November, score a touchdown for your eyes with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply text 1041 to 868686 now. They've been Central Florida's MVP in vision correction for over 3 decades. And with their 24-month interest-free financing, you can tackle the cost of LASIK without breaking the bank. Don't let poor eyesight intercept your game day experience. Text 1041 to 868686 now and see every play with crystal clarity. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades.
Thank you for making Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando one of the premier luxury dealerships in Central Florida. We are the official dealer of luxury, providing the ultimate VIP experience at a price you can afford. Call Monica Ventura at 689-319-7680. That's 689-319-7680. We guarantee you will be treated like VIP and nothing less. Across from the mall at Millennia.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
You've got a Pepto predicament, moviegoer.
Hey, I can hear your stomach grumbling.
Sorry, I ate that entire tub of popcorn with extra butter.
You overdid it, and now your movie has turned into a blockbuster bellyache. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto Chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief, so you can focus on the action on the big screen instead of in your stomach. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, deposit, DEPOSIT, deposit. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Trump's master plan to the Everybody Loves Raymond star's election rant. And Yellowstone comes back to huge ratings and no Kevin Costner. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Yo.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And my God, friends, it is a Share the Show Tuesday. That's right, friends. That means you spread the word about this show. You spread the word about us, and whoever your favorite person on the show is, you go like them right now. You subscribe to them, you follow them, you do whatever over at thenewsjunkie.com/share for a Share the Show Tuesday. Almost forgot how the show started there for just a moment in time.
Just a little hiccup.
I remember your name. I don't forget that anymore, and I don't call you Serena anymore.
That's good.
Is Dylan's mom's name, but I wasn't going to screw up your name at all. I promise. I was just we just jumped on the mics at the last second, right out of a meeting, fresh out of a meeting, is trying to put everything together. I saw it's Tuesday. Share the show too. You get it. You see what's happening here. How's everybody doing on a Tuesday?
Good. Same. Meeting crazy. I started my physical therapy this morning.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And bless my physical therapist's soul. Because he tried to give me the layman's terms of it all, but boy, was it confusing. I was like, just move my body in the way that'll make it feel better.
To catch people up, your back is not good. It's a mess.
Yes, I got two herniated discs.
Do you know how? We know where that came from, or
a soccer ball to
the soccer ball incident. Okay, all right, yeah. I thought that was a suspected thing, but I didn't know you were like that. That's the thing that I am attaching to this. And you go, it was today the thing where you went into the office, or you just talked to them?
I went into the office. We did a couple exercises just to see, what the deal was going to be. But then he was just using a lot of what I'm sure he calls layman's terms. But he's just like, listen, your neck's a valley and this is a neighborhood and we're not going to all the houses. But right now we're going to see where that noise is coming from and we're going to check every single house. And I'm like,
there was a noise?
Okay. I guess where the loud music is coming from is the herniated discs.
Okay,
but we got to make sure the entire block doesn't have loud music. I don't know. I'm like,
how'd you like it? Did you like it?
It was fine. I mean, I'm ready to move forward and get a proper night of sleep and not be in pain.
Yeah.
And I told him about my Peloton. I'm like, I'm getting on that bad boy.
You gotta use his metaphors against him. This next time he says like there's loud music coming from somewhere, I was like, yeah, I get it. It's EDC over there right now. Enough, okay?
True. All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Wheel of Fortune, friends. And the phrase was right there for this gentleman who has been going viral on social media in the wake of his performance on Wheel of Fortune. Take a look. Tell me if you can see where this is going here. Actually, I can reveal another letter or two for you, I think.
Have yourself a round of...
Oh, all right. Sealan's on to something.
I missed it, so...
Okay.
Have yourself a round of applause.
Have yourself a round of applause. Ding, 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 ding.
All right, that is not a common phrase. Have yourself...
Yeah, it is.
Let's give a round of applause.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Damn.
Sorry, got it wrong. Have yourself a round of applause. It's kind of like, you know what? I will.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, me.
This feels good.
Let's go, me.
This feels good. It's give yourself a round of applause. That's the normal one. So let's see how this guy on Wheel of Fortune did.
I'd like to buy you.
Well, come on, Will.
3 U's.
We'll get 3 U's.
I like to solve the puzzle. Okay.
All right, it's right there.
It
now
really
you can
is.
just see it. Have yourself a round of applause.
Give
Really a
yourself
handful.
a
Damn it, man. Sealand, you screwed me up.
I got in your head.
But that's his answer, isn't it?
Maybe. Let's see.
Well, let's hear it. Treat yourself a round of sausage.
Oh,
a round
hold
of
on.
sausage.
Let me go back. Hang on. Not give yourself a round of applause or have yourself a round of applause. He went a different angle.
A round of sausage.
What?
I'm sorry.
I like how nobody responded after this. There wasn't
One of
anybody.
your fun facts should have been, I have dyslexia. I mean, you have the first letter there.
One of my favorite things was nobody went like, oh, let's check. Maybe it's, let's see if they fill it in. Maybe that's what the answer is.
He really massacred the very first word. There's not even enough letters there for treat. So.
Also, who doesn't just treat themselves to a round of sausage every once in a while?
I kind of want to treat myself to a round of sausage.
I mean, but how many is in a round of sausage? Is it just one sausage?
A round, I'm thinking we must be talking about 3-4 sausages at least,
No,
maybe
it's
6.
one long sausage that's in a round. Get it together, guys.
Treat yourself
Let's hear it.
to a round of sausage.
Treat yourself a round of sausage. No. I'm sorry, that's
Yeah, it goes, no. Oh, and beyond what C-Lane said, which there isn't enough letters for treat, there's also not any to. So he has to say
the last line has the first letter. You can't just add a letter to the green square. The green square means no letters.
Buddy, you suck at the game. You're just not a Wheel of Fortune winner. I'm sorry. This is not for you.
Over to Katina.
I would like to solve.
Okay.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
There you go, Tina.
Yeah,
that'll do
that's
it.
What an idiot.
I guess Will did not.
Good. Everybody
do
cut
great.
this and send it to our bosses so that we supported Ryan Seacrest this month.
True. Yeah, there he is.
Check us off for supporting our coworker, hardworking Ryan Seacrest.
Right
this month.
guy.
Yes, underpaid and constantly over-delivering. Ryan Seacrest. I guess the guy screwed up again. Let's see. Let's watch this one. Do you know what this is?
Hang on. What are you doing? We are out.
Staying out.
I got it already.
Staying out the ocean.
Staring out at the ocean, right?
Staring. Oh, yeah, sure. Staring out at
That's
the
what
ocean.
I think it is. Staring out at the ocean, which you do when you contemplate. You go out there and you stare out into those waves, stare out into the ocean, think about life. But let's see what he does.
Oh, this looks like good news, Will.
Give yourself a round of sausage.
$100. Tea. Well, there are 4.
4 teas,
Damn,
Will.
$3,500.
All of a sudden, you've got 14.
I mean, it's right.
Now we got it.
No way he'll get this wrong, Sean.
Folks, there are 2 letters missing on the entire puzzle.
Those just
staring
listening.
out at the ocean.
Can you go back real quick? I'm just going to read it as it looks right now. So,
Okay.
stawing out, full word, at, full word, words, the, very clear, ocean, full word.
All we're missing is the R in staring and the H in the.
Here you go,
That's
staying.
all we're
Says
missing.
staying.
What would you like to do?
He's going to spin.
He's spinning.
Okay. You're in the clear here. 800, Will. Okay.
K?
Staking.
Staking out of the ocean. Who's not staking out of the ocean, right? K? Will, go leave. Leave. I don't know if it's ever been done. Leave in the middle of the Wheel of Fortune episode. Just say, I don't know how I ended up here. I shouldn't
honestly,
be around.
I'm feeling kind of bad for him.
Yeah, he's not doing great. You know what I feel like? I feel like the guy that was on the BBC accidentally when he was there for a job interview to be the janitor.
This is far worse.
And they thought he was there for an interview about technology, and they brought him on television. And,
This
and
is
then he was
awful.
like, he didn't know. That's what Will is. That's what Will is at Wheel of Fortune. He just sucks at it. He's
Staking
not great.
out at the ocean.
Nobody says staking out at the ocean. I've never even said that. But have yourself a round of applause.
I mean, you could even argue for staying out of the ocean. Like, we're going to go stay out of the ocean. But staking is not a thing.
Staying out of the ocean is something I've done for quite some time.
You know who's
because we're
super
not
happy?
friends.
The other gal that is
Yeah.
like, this idiot.
Oh, did
is
Tina
doing
clean
it
this one up again?
I'm sure she did.
I bet Tina is condescending too. She's like, oh, good try. Good try,
yeah.
Will. Good try.
Listen, Will walked so Tina could run.
Tina's just beating his
It
ass.
seems like Will walks, but just using all of his limbs, and then his face smashes into the ground.
I tell you, this is in my nightmare book. This is in there. I have floating out into space endlessly. I have plane crash, and I have going on a television game show and failing miserably and spectacularly.
Being the guy that you would play the next day on your show.
Show up here the next day, I go, put your ears to the ground, your fingers on the pulse, and
But it's the ghost of Alex Trebek. Shaming
for me,
you.
I'm on Jeopardy, and I sit there holding the thing, and I don't know an answer for the entire episode. And they start to go, geez, is Sean even here right now?
And then I'd be like screaming, I thought you said pop culture would be here.
I would just fail so much. Oh, God. I used to be good.
His friends, kind of to rib him, orders him a round of sausage at the watch party for...
I don't know. This performance was so sad that I feel like his friends need to use kid gloves.
Yeah, be easy
I can't
on him.
imagine that this guy is feeling great.
Well, to Celine's point, maybe they should order him a round of sausage just to pretend like it's totally a normal
How much is
thing.
a round of sausage? No one's ever heard of a round of sausage.
I can't even picture at IHOP when the waitress comes back going, I'll take a round of sausage. If you don't mind.
It's one sausage. Also, what's
here?
word of sausage starts with an A? It's a sausage, round of a sausage?
Nothing was right. Nothing was right or close. So there he goes. R.I.P. his career on Wheel of Fortune, friend. Okay, so many things to discuss today, and we want you to join in on them. How do you do that? Well, whatever your opinion is, maybe you're from this side, that side, maybe you want to say hi, maybe you want to tell us a joke. That's usually a rough ride, but we'll give you the opportunity on a Share This Show Tuesday. Maybe you want to yell at me. You can do that. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. When you go on your phone or your laptop, you can see where it says record a dispatch. Click that, follow the instructions. It's simple, and then you're on the show, and you're a part of everything. And then each day, if you have something to say, you can chime in. That's how this show grows, and that's how you become a part of it and get in front of this big old audience of ours. There's a lot of people asking now, what happens next? What happens next? Because in about 2 months, we'll have a new president, and a lot of people are telling you it's going to be great. We're going to make America great again. It's going to be great. The other people are telling you, oh, my God, we're going to hell in a handbasket. I think we're going to be all right. I think we'll be able to get through whatever is going to happen next here for the next 4 years. But there's a lot of people going, I'm unsure. I don't know what's going to happen. Who is going to be deported? There seems to be people who are confused about that. I loved how not only did CNN have this Hispanic dude on talking about Trump, but he had him on in the Trump visor with the blonde wig attached to it. So it's always funny when they're asking you serious questions and he's got the visor on. I can't believe
those still exist.
It's like, I think this started, I might be wrong. I feel like it started with Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives dude.
Guy Fieri.
I feel like you get the Guy Fieri hat that has the blonde hair flowing out of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was before that. But this guy's got one of those on, and it says Trump 2020, and they're sort of asking him, like, what do you think is going to happen? What about the deporting of people here? What's going to happen? And here's what he said.
If they let in hundreds or thousands of people who already have criminal records, if deporting them creates a mass deportation, I'm all for it.
But what if rounded up in all of that are people who work on a farm? They're doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do. Does that worry you?
That wouldn't be fair. Of course, they need to make sure that they don't throw away, they don't kick out, they don't deport people that are family oriented.
All right, so he's saying you don't want to kick out the families, obviously. The CNN guy who has this wrong, like so many people have this wrong, is going, what about all these people? They're just going to go to their job. The folks who are in this country illegally, a lot of people think if you go to the farms, they're just full of illegal immigrants working. And while that's slightly true, the farmers also, you have to be above board. You can't pay everybody under the table and get away with that if you're a large operation for very long. They also tend to target those kind of places. So many people who work at the farms that you see with these difficult jobs are here on a work visa. And the farmers actually pay for each one of those people to get that visa to come over. So they pay like $6,000 or something for the new worker to come over. And then they pay them about, I don't know, so usually I think the average is about $16 an hour to get out there and do the hard-ass job that I don't want to do and you don't want to do. Let's just be real here. And this guy's saying, like, look, I hope they don't split up the families. On the other hand, You have people like the guy who was just appointed to being the border czar, Tom Homan, I think is his name, and here he is on 60 Minutes.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
$88 billion?
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is.
Deport all
families
of them.
can be deported together.
He said families can be deported together.
A family that gets deported together stays together.
So nobody seems
It's
to
not
know
in the U.S.
exactly what's going to happen with all of this stuff, with all of these new policies moving forward. Here's what my gut tells me. The smart move is, and what my gut would tell me would happen was, you start by saying, if you're in this country illegally and you have committed a crime, see you later, sorry, goodbye, that's it. And I don't have a problem with that, personally. You may. I don't have a problem with that at all. Then you have to go, okay, who's next? Have I satisfied the people that I said to them? I told them repeatedly I was going to do these mass deportations. Was the convicted criminals who are illegal enough? Or do I need to go further? If you start going further, then this turns into a massive operation, because there are a lot of people in this country they call dreamers who are here illegally and have been here for a long time and even have kids, and like the family goes down from there. And you have to understand that this could be a huge, huge complex process. So the question today is, what do you think is going to happen next? And are you worried about it, or are you not worried about it? Let me know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. You'll see again where you can record a dispatch. And then presto bango, your thoughts are on the show, keeping the conversation rolling right along with us. One of the hopes would be that this maybe stems the flow of more people coming in, too. That would be good if we didn't have large caravans of people just marching toward the border all the time. But we'll toss that in as I tell you about this. It happened on Sunday. The return of Yellowstone. That's right. And it is still massive. I have not watched it in quite some time. Are either of you watching Yellowstone at all?
I haven't watched a lick of it, I have to be honest.
You've never seen a single episode?
Not one episode.
Oh, that's surprising.
Oh, it's great. We're supposed to watch the new episode tonight, but Ashley swears we're caught up, and I do not think we are.
Oh, really? Yeah, we definitely aren't. We're back on like season 2 or 3 or something.
And especially based on what you just said, or what you said in the tease, where
oh no, did I ruin it for you?
Well, I already kind of knew.
But we knew Kevin was not going to be in there.
We knew eventually he parted ways with the show, but now I'm thinking, wait, if he wasn't in this season premiere, this mid-season premiere that they did I miss his parting of ways? Did he die? Did he leave? What happened? I don't know what happened to Kevin Costner.
I want to tell you.
Don't tell me.
I want to tell you what happened because I have an issue with it. I find it to be... Okay, I don't think this is a big spoiler, but if you're really, really worried, then fine, tune out. Sealand, you can take off your headphones. We all know Kevin Costner's not in this season, right?
Correct.
We all know he's not there. So, obviously...
But he was in the first episode of season 5.
Okay.
Because he becomes governor.
But this is season 5.
Spoiler alert for people who have not seen it at all. We're going to binge it.
There's too many spoilers for you. There's too many spoilers for you. We're not going to save this, okay? So, we all know Kevin Costner's getting killed off. Obviously, right? He's not going to be there anymore. That's obviously what the case is going to be. My question is this. When you have somebody who's a big character on a show.
Real quick, can you guys just give me a wave when it's time to hit commercial? Because I'm not listening to any of this.
When you have somebody who's going to get killed off of a show.
No.
And you got to figure out what to do with them. If they do it in a particularly brutal way, is that mean? Is that a mean thing?
Well, I mean, we know that one of the reasons Kevin Costner's not there is because of some disagreements with the writers and the showrunner.
They don't like him. They don't like Kevin Costner. So they brutally kill him off. And you go, is that messed up that they've done this? He's not there to fight against this or defend himself anymore. And I think it's kind of messed up. I almost like where you just say, well, sorry, he died of dysentery or something. You just say he's gone, right? Whatever. But when they do something brutal, then I think it seems a whole lot worse. Okay, let's wave her back in. Okay, put your headphone there. So Kevin Costner
brutally murdered.
Yes, yeah. I think so. I just think it's messed up if the person's no longer on the show and you do something to like screw up the character that you built up because you don't like them.
They did that to Roseanne on the Connors.
Yes, yeah, they did. They did. But is that wrong?
Which is the Yellowstone of broadcast television.
So when a character is going to be removed from a show and they just go, oh, what happened to her? She was arrested for molesting 17 children. And now she's in prison for the rest of her life.
What did they do to her? They like she died of a pill overdose or something?
I think so.
I mean, all the ways to put it.
But that's messed up. You're taking that person and killing them off. That's what they do in radio, for God's sake. A person just gets killed off, and they never get to explain themselves, and then they never get to say what's going on. They don't get to say goodbye. So let's open it up to that as well. Worst character exits from television shows. What was the worst one ever where somebody was like removed or killed off, like Roseanne or Kevin Costner from Yellowstone?
Oh gosh,
I'm trying to think.
I mean, but we have to go to the TV shows that we all can relate to, like the three of us. I have one that just immediately popped up in my head, and the only person that's within our circle here that can relate to me is Celine's lovely wife, Ashley.
Which one is that? What show is that?
That was Grey's Anatomy.
What did they do to a character?
Alex Karev was one of the OGs. Like, when I started this show at 16 years old, he was a character in this show.
Did they brutally kill him off or
they didn't
embarrassingly kill him off?
They just, like, all of a sudden, Alex is gone, and he's written letters to everybody. And he's, in the letters, they do, like, very cheesy dramatization where you just see the back of someone's head.
Yep,
that's not him.
That's what they do in Yellowstone. You just see like a shirt or you see something you don't see because he's not there.
Yeah.
They just brutally kill you off when
I was
you're
like,
not there.
this was so stupid. I hated this. For the love of God, they couldn't just like give him something more after all these years and how much of a character development and dedication that all of the fans. And then after I watched that Anatomy of Lies documentary, it turns out it was that lying bitches story. She did the whole episode, and she was basing it off of other lies in her real life. So that a little bit was satisfying, knowing that like it wasn't anybody's fault but the crazy lady.
Oh, I don't know
still
this
pissed
show.
me off. Oh, Anatomy of Lies was very interesting. It was about a writer for Grey's Anatomy. She started at Vampire Diaries.
Right.
It was like
This is the
a
documentary thing you were
CW
telling us
show.
about.
Yeah. But everything that she had written was based off of other people's stories, and she only found those out because she lied about her own stuff, which was cancer and being at the synagogue massacre years ago.
Well,
and,
Point Blank Ted says, remember Cal Penn on House? I didn't watch House. They said
I didn't watch House either.
He just randomly out of nowhere killed himself.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, his character is just like, whoa, did you hear about Dave? Offed himself.
You know why, right? You know why they killed him off? Because
why?
Cal Penn, the actor, got a job working for the Obama administration.
Oh, really? And then they didn't want him on the show anymore?
Well, they brought him back in ghost form.
Ooh, I'm Cal Penn.
Like once or twice, you know, when House was in his like huge pill addiction, he was kind of haunted by a couple of dead characters. But yeah, it was just a suicide.
Brutal.
They just showed up to his house and like,
Oh, there he is. And no more of him. All right, so we're open to that as well. Let us know what you think was the worst character die off on a show, because Yellowstone was so big in this premiere. 16 million people, I think. Hold on. 16.4 million people watched this. Let us know about that. When we come back, we'll get into Michael Strahan responding to that national anthem controversy, and you and your dispatches, plural even, coming up next on the News Junkie.
Someday, Alexa will know everything. Alexa, how do I get rid of a deadbeat roommate?
Try poisoning them. But until then, tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Checking in on some of the major roadways here. There's an accident on I-4 eastbound before Osceola Parkway. Traffic is slowing down on I-4 in the Lake Buena Vista area. There's slowdowns in the Champions Gate area. Around the perimeter of I-4, no major problems on State Road 429 or the Greenway, and you won't be expecting any trouble on Florida's Turnpike or the Beach Line. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by the NickleyGroup.com.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenickleyGroup.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy two. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's 2 things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Listen, if you're thinking about getting a Lenovo gaming computer this holiday season, you have to check out Lenovo.com first. Why? Because that's where you'll find the biggest savings on great gear, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. The best price on a Lenovo is at Lenovo.com, with PCs up to 53% off. So go directly to the source and save big. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Total Wireless totally has your back this holiday season. We give you up to 4 free 5G phones when you switch to the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. That's 4 gifts, 1 store. Plus, enjoy unlimited data that never slows you down. All for $30 a month or less when you get 4 lines. That's a holiday plan we can all get behind. Visit your local Total Wireless store to switch today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is.
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, deposit, DEPOSIT, deposit. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
On a Share the Show Tuesday. That's when you spread the word about the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com/share. And you'll see all of the different links where you can follow myself, Sabrina, and C-Lane. And we appreciate you on a Share the Show Tuesday. Well, just as little Moo Dang predicted, the lovable little hippopotamus, Trump won the election. And whether you like that or not, to the side, there was somebody who did real well as a result. Some whale who was on one of the betting sites put in $30 million. And they said the person's name was Theo. Theo Vaughn, question mark? I don't know, probably not. But Theo.
$30 million?
They think the person might be French, and they were like a betting whale. $30 million they put in on Polymarket, where you can bet on all of these things. And he won $84 million as a result of his bets, which is just crazy to think about.
But that's a lot to drop for a bet.
That's a lot. So. You got to be rich as hell to do that to begin with. But he's doing real well afterwards. He made $84 million. People all told spent $3.7 billion in election bets. And even more money was spent on competitive platforms like Robinhood, that Kalshi one, Kalshi, Interactive Brokers, and Predict It, where people are doing much more of this betting on just things in our lives, which I think is so interesting. We have sports betting that's been going on for so long, but the idea that you go, who's going to win the election? What's going to happen with this real world event? Will Russia pull out of Ukraine? Like, real world things that people can bet on, and they're spending tons of money betting on them. Which, think about that. Like, if you think about us being here as humans, we have some things that separate us from the apes. And one of them would be that we bet on the future. We bet on how things are going to play out, which I wouldn't think any other animals would do. Maybe there's something out there in the animal kingdom where they're betting on things. But we as humans are a strange, strange breed. Jennifer on YouTube says, biggest Kevin Costner fan here. She's talking about the Yellowstone premiere. 16 million of you watched this, and they killed Kevin Costner off, which is not a surprise to anybody. But I just wonder about when you're taking a show, you have the lead character, and then you're going to kill him off, and you don't just do it in a soft way, but you do it brutally. It seems like you're taking a personal shot at that human, at the actual actor that portrays that. And that led to us talking about most brutal ways people have been killed off of shows. And Jennifer says, literally the whole series has been him, Kevin Costner, preparing the children to take over one day. They couldn't leave him alive or somewhere else. Yeah, I understand that, and I get it. They got to write people out of stuff. I'm just saying, when they do it in a particularly brutal way or an embarrassing way, it seems like it's not something that they wanted to do with the character. It seems like a personal thing. And if you don't think these actors take what happens to their characters as personal, you're not paying attention. I've seen so many things where I saw an interview with the guy who played Oscar on The Office, right? Everybody knows The Office, Michael Scott and all that. And Oscar was over in accounting.
Isn't his name Oscar?
I think so. It's not Oscar Nunez. That's not his real name, I don't think. Is it? Maybe it is. That guy, though, was doing an interview, and he was talking about how he was reading a script for one of the upcoming episodes, and then he finds out his character's gay. And you're just like, okay, well, my trajectory moving forward has changed. This is who my character is now. Or you read the script, and you find out your character does something horrible. And the audience is going to hate them. Not something positive, but something where the audience is going to hate them. And you go, damn it, that's going to reflect on me. That's going to be something I have to deal with. What's his actual name? Did you see?
It's Nunez.
It really is his name? Okay. And that's the character he plays on the show, too?
Yeah, I don't know if Nunez is the name of the character in The Office, but it's Oscar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they did that with a bunch of the characters on that particular show.
Oscar Martinez is in the Office.
Oh, that's it. You're right. Okay, they use their first names. They use the first names of a lot of the actors who are featured on that show. But we got a lot of dispatches already on this, so we'll talk about the worst exits when they killed a character off from a show compared to Yellowstone.
I have a couple. Somebody mentioned when Chef from South Park, Russell on YouTube, when Chef from South Park was killed off by falling off a cliff and being eaten by wolves and then crapping himself.
And then crapping himself?
Yep. Yeah. It's a post-mortem.
Then they proceeded to turn him into Zombie Chef and utilized his voice for a little while longer, I think.
Yeah. And then I guess, I don't know how he died in the show, but not surprised that they killed off Chevy Chase's character in Community because he's famously just kind of an asshole.
But he was on there for so many seasons,
yes,
and known to be an asshole prior to that.
He died in season 5. It said he had a tumultuous history with the show and clashed with show creator Dan Harmon, who left day-to-day oversight of the series after the 3rd season. But he said he told Mark Maron, "I felt the show wasn't funny enough for me." Oh, okay, buddy.
What a dick!
I felt a little constrained. Everybody had their bits and stuff. I thought they were all good. It just wasn't hard hitting enough for me.
Okay. Okay.
He just doesn't come off great in a lot of these interviews and stuff he does.
But I have the synopsis for episode 1 of The Conners, right?
Okay. Yeah, what happens?
In a tragic turn of events, Roseanne has suddenly died following knee surgery. 3 weeks later, the family learns her death was due to an opioid overdose, leading them to uncover her hidden drug dependency due to chronic pain.
That's a good one.
Dan blames neighbor Marcy, played by Mary Steenburgen, for Roseanne's death.
Blame the neighbor.
By giving her prescription pain pills. Marcy says she, Roseanne, and other friends often exchanged medications to help each other out due to prohibitive drug costs. The family learns later that Roseanne obtained pills from multiple sources. Next episode.
Drug addict.
Funny somehow?
Next episode. Darlene is annoyed when she unexpectedly meets David's free-spirited girlfriend, Blue.
Right past it.
Yeah.
It's so brutal when they do this. They go, here's our character. This person doesn't want to sign a contract. Guess what? slipping on a banana peel, embarrassing death, and bloody, brutal death. Something that we're going to use against you to kill you off the show. Now, in her case, in all fairness, she did cause them some headaches. She
as
did.
far as a quick flip of a storyline, why not pack it all in like they did?
Yeah, get it in and then go on to Darlene's friend or whatever it was in that next episode. My God. Although she did bring them massive ratings. When that show came out, it was over 10 million, 10, 14. It was like Yellowstone style numbers. And now I don't know if the Connors gets much of an audience at all.
I don't know if it does either, but I mean, I think that despite the initial show was named after her, everyone had a part in that. Everyone was also very excited for the Connors because they missed the old show, which were multiple characters that established themselves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, people loved Roseanne. It was such a big deal. Now it looks like season 5 of the Connors, I don't know what season they're on right now, brought in an average of 3.7 million viewers, which is not bad compared to things like, I think that would beat modern day Bachelor and Bachelorette and stuff. But it was putting up double-digit millions, 4 times that number when Roseanne was on there. People really dug it.
I don't know if have they canceled the Connors or is it still going?
I thought it was still going, but no, it says to present. Yeah,
the last episode of season 6, which aired in May of this year, got 2.15 million.
Damn. Not good compared to what it was. Michael Strahan defending himself, saying he loves the country. His father was a veteran. He's saying all of this criticism of him not having his hand over his chest and people calling for him to be fired is obviously not good. I've seen many people come to defend him. I've seen clips of speeches of the guy saying really positive things about veterans. I firmly believe right now, for all of the flaws Michael Strahan might have, he is not some anti-military guy at all. Of all of the clips I've seen, him speaking positively about people in the military in the United States of America, I think that whole thing is just a dumb fake controversy. But we will take your dispatches on that if you want them. And when we come back, a 71-year-old hospitalized after a traffic stop. What are the details? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you.
Afternoon highs will climb into the mid-80s, a high of 86 degrees today in Orlando. We can't rule out the slim chance of a stray shower or two, but most of these will exist near the coast, and it's only a 20% chance. Otherwise, temperatures take a bit of a tumble with highs in low 80s for tomorrow. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
If a Lenovo computer's on your holiday list, make Lenovo.com your first stop. Find amazing deals on ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptops and get the best PC prices of the season. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Shop early, save big all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get a free Select tool when you buy a Select battery or combo kit, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/7 through 11/20. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com. This
with us on a Share the Show Tuesday. The Elder of Rock on YouTube says Sean looks like he's in deep meditation. During the commercial breaks, do not judge me based on what you see on the video. I forget sometimes that I'm on video. I was picking my nose the other day, and nobody even called me out on it. And I was like, oh, my God. There's a lot of people watching me right now.
There's nothing wrong with picking your nose.
It's a natural thing. It's what you do after you pick your nose that separates the good from the bad. If you take it and
you're not eating them, are you?
No,
Is that what
I'm
you're
not
saying?
doing that.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing that. That's not, no, I don't have that habit. I have done something that drives Courtney crazy. I'm not
put
going to tell
your
this story.
nails in the cup holder of the car.
No, it's not that. I don't do that anymore. I now trim my nails, I have you know, with a nail trimmer like normal people. I've changed my ways. I don't do that. But there is something else I do that...
well, what
ruffles
is it?
feather.
Come on, man. You can't know. You gotta tell us.
No, it's bad. It's bad. It's not good. It's embarrassing. I don't even know if it's a relatable thing.
Is it body
only one
related?
way to find out. Yeah, I imagine it is.
It's if I'm sitting there and we're like in the middle of watching a movie or something, and I had to pick my nose real quick. If I'm watching and I don't want to run out at the very moment and get rid of the booger that I just got, I'll roll it around a little bit.
Ew, that's so
I like it. Turn it into like a BB and just roll it around in my fingers.
All right.
And
Ashley was shaming me over the weekend to a friend of ours for my nail care regimen.
Yeah,
in which sometimes if I'm doing them, I put them on the like the side table. I'll just pile them up there till I'm ready to go throw them away.
You're not planning on keeping them there forever.
No.
You were just placing them there for a moment.
This is like a Secret Shows topic where dudes talk with dudes on dudes, but it's so nasty.
The alternative is the thing that I used to do, which was
swallow them.
Stash. No, gross.
Oh, that's bad.
That would mess up your insides.
It would. Yeah, people do that though.
I'm no doctor, but that one sounds bad. You don't want to do that.
The gross alternative would be to like shove them in between the seats of the couch or behind the couch is a move that I used to do. But so
I've done it.
What am I supposed to do? That's super gross because then when you move the couch,
they're all there.
There's a pile of nails back there, and that has happened to me. But I'm trying to be better. So I pile them up and then later throw them away. But for some reason, the piling them up is somehow terrible also. So you can't win.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Oh, God. All right, tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. And a lot of people are talking about the worst character endings in shows because of Yellowstone coming back. And the way that they killed off Kevin Costner's role there.
Okay. The first time you did a spoiler alert, and now every subsequent time you haven't. So people are getting mad.
Are they getting mad for real? Because everybody knows that he's not going to be on the show. It was like a widely known thing. If you're a fan of Yellowstone or even a remote watcher of Yellowstone, like a sometimes fan, you know he's not coming back. So obviously you know that's going to happen. Maybe it is. Somebody says, all they said was Maud Flanders t-shirt cannon. Is that how she died on that show? Is that how Maud Flanders died on The Simpsons? I remember Ned Flanders was single afterwards, and he was in the shower, and they censored him in the shower all the way down to like the ground, as if Ned Flanders was swinging a thing and had some ginormous junk. But I didn't know about how Maud Flanders died. Let me know if you could find that, C-Lane. This one is from Joe to tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Probably the most infamous kill-off was Charlie Sheen from 2.5 Men. The next season, they said he died when he was hit by a train and he blew up like a meat-filled balloon, which is, if true, just absolutely horrendous.
What happened?
The next season, when Charlie Sheen was going to be there on 2.5 Men, they said he died when he was hit by a train and that he blew up like a meat-filled balloon.
That's funny.
That's them taking a shot at him. That's a one last shot at the character on the way out.
But then I think in the final episode, they bring him back, and then he's killed off again.
Oh, do they?
I think they killed him more than once. It says, Simpson family, they were watching races, like at a racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
And a shirtless Homer is urging the cheerleaders to fire him a free T-shirt from the air cannon. The cheerleaders send a full salvo of T-shirts to him, but he gets distracted and bends down to pick up a bobby pin, and the shirts knock Maud Flanders over the back of the bleachers, and she falls to her death.
It's so brutal. Like, why would you do this? You build up this character. There's somebody who's doing this voice. There's a human being in the lurch here. There's somebody that hangs in the balance, and you create all this, and then you go, boop, and you just flick it off.
The kill-off was the result of Roswell, Maggie Roswell, the voice of Maud, leaving The Simpsons in spring of '99 after a pay dispute with Fox.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, they do this on these shows on purpose to be mean to the people who are leaving the show. They do it as like one final shot at them, and I get to say the last word on your character. So Maud Flanders is going to die by a T-shirt cannon. We're going to kill her off and make Ned Flanders single because of all of this. It's just brutal. Okay, have you guys seen at all this video that's making the rounds? It's all over the social medias, and it's some 71-year-old dude that the cops take him down.
Facebook,
and
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
Pretty brutal. I haven't seen anybody defending the cop. You know it's bad when that's the case, right? You know it's bad when nobody is stepping up and defending the cop and going, well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, my friend. Nobody's saying that.
Fafo
Yeah, F around and find out. Nobody's saying that. People are watching this and going, dude, what was the cop thinking in this case? And the Oklahoma City Police Department is investigating after this incident in which one of their officers threw a 71-year-old man to the ground. The man's daughter said he was hospitalized with serious head and neck injuries. I'll put this up on See It Now so you can take a peek at this, but this is how it looked.
Not like that. Sit down. No. You sit down. Get on the ground.
All right, takes him to the ground.
That's one of my favorite things is when they say get on the ground when they've already slammed their face into the ground.
He said get on the ground as he had his wrists squished together, had control of him, and then threw him down on the ground. Here's what it looked like from a distance. Again, this will go up on See It Now in just a bit. Takes the 71-year-old, boom, his head smashes on the ground. Look, he's bleeding right here. You can see on the side of his head.
Jesus.
Right there. He's got a big gash. He's 71, man. He's 71. You have to think about these things differently. If you have some young guy who's 6'7", 300 pounds, and he starts to resist, okay, do anything you can do to subdue this person who's much larger than you. If you have a 71-year-old man, come on, dude. And they show him in the hospital here. Oh, they staged that bear. They staged that bear to make this look worse.
That bear definitely came from the hospital gift shop.
He's got a little bear.
At least $47.
Bear's holding a heart that says love you, and he's all busted up, this 71-year-old man. This is just uncalled for. I don't think there's any good excuse.
How is that not like you get an extra charge or severe sentencing if found guilty of
it's an upcharge.
Assaulting an elder person.
Yep.
So why would this not be the same?
Well, it could be.
It seems that society should treat elderly people with more care. Period.
Well, not in this case. Here's the story. 71-year-old Vietnamese man with bone cancer gets thrown to the ground by a police officer after he performed, here's the big crime, an improper U-turn.
Wait a second. I wish you would have said that before.
Yeah.
Throw him in jail.
Death to this man. Improper U-turn, right to jail. The incident happened at Oklahoma City. Left the man Lichvu, Lichvu is his last name. VU is his last name. With a brain bleed and a neck fracture. Lick was explaining to the officer what happened before he poked the cop on the chest and told him to shut up, which prompted the officer to drop him to the ground. This is not how you treat somebody that's 5'3", 115 pounds with bone cancer after a car accident, especially if English is their second language, they say.
All of those things except how are you supposed to know he has bone cancer, though?
You wouldn't know that, no. You would know that he was old.
Unless
you would know
he
that
has
he
a
was
shirt
small.
that says I have bone cancer and all I got was his T-shirt.
I can't tell. No, it doesn't look like he has that. His neck is fractured anteriorly and posteriorly. He could barely speak, but he said, thank you for all the support and prayers. The officer is on administrative paid leave while the Oklahoma City Police Department investigates. And again, that will go up on See It Now in just a moment here. Quick break. Back in just a moment with more of your dispatches. Also, one of the stars of Everybody Loves Raymond. Eventually, we'll get into them on a rant. And the Blair Witch Project is back.
Yeah,
what the hell is happening out there? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's still some delays due to an earlier accident where US 17 meets Highway 40 there. Watch out for an earlier accident on Buena Vista Drive at World Drive. There's an accident off to the shoulder on I-4 eastbound before Osceola Parkway. No major problems around the perimeter of I-4. Traffic is up to speed on State Road 429 and the Greenway. You could expect your regular delays on I-4 this afternoon. And if you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida. Ask for it by name.
Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family, and you can help support them by enjoying delicious Fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop, or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Real Radio wants to provide you with the assist for your holiday shopping by putting $1,000 in your hand before the holidays. We're talking about $1,000 13 times a day. Simply listen for the keywords to win $1,000 weekdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do that on your phone or computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lind. It's hot. You're tired. The guy in the car in front of you is texting. You want to be mad, but you just finished watching 4 cat videos your wife just sent you. If it makes you feel any better, the guy in the car behind you is mad too. So put down your damn phone. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's 2 things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236. Or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Upgrade your old windows and doors with the latest designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason is unmatched strength. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows and doors are made from Fibrex material, which is 2 times stronger than vinyl, ensuring superior durability and resistance to extreme weather conditions. The wonderful team at Renewal by Andersen saw firsthand the incredible performance of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors in the face of the damage caused by Hurricane Milton just a few weeks ago. Robert agrees, and this is what he had to say. Our experience with every employee at Renewal by Andersen was exceptional. The windows that were installed are better than expected. A big thank you. During the month of November, save 20% on your entire project, plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
You've got a Pepto predicament, moviegoer.
Hey, I can hear your stomach rumbling.
Sorry, I ate that entire tub of popcorn with extra butter.
You overdid it, and now your movie has turned into a blockbuster bellyache. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto Chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief, so you can focus on the action on the big screen instead of in your stomach. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Mr. World here, about to take the plunge on the world's fastest roller coaster. I hope it's as fast as the in-store labs at Eyeglass World. When you drop in there, they make your glasses the same day. You should give it a whirl. Just remember to keep your hands and feet inside the Eyeglass World at all times.
Get 2 pairs of glasses for $89. Fast at Eyeglass World, the world's best way to buy glasses. Visit eyeglassworld.com to schedule your exam online and for offer details.
If a Lenovo computer's on your holiday list, make Lenovo.com your first stop. Find amazing deals on ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptops and get the best PC prices of the season. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
The
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Lose weight just in time for the holidays at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, dollar, DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm. Good luck.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening to the new.
That means you share the show. Follow us on social media. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, the News Junkie with an IE.com/share, and share the show on a Share the Show Tuesday. I am about to lose my mind here. About to lose my mind. And when I saw this story today, I said, it's all gone to hell. The world's gone to hell.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm talking about. This is not about an election. This is about the people.
Oh.
This is about human beings out there.
Right.
And here's my problem. We already know that there's some of you, and this is fine. It's not a huge issue. Some of you who listen to the podcast every day, and you don't listen to us at the regular speed of the show. You listen to us at 1.5, or some of you who are lunatics listen to the show at 2x.
I can't believe you would listen to us at 2x.
It's so fast. I don't even know.
But you just had them rewind and double check.
See, can you play the show at 2x? Is that possible so we can see what this experience is even like? This show is so fast to begin with.
If I went to the YouTube right now and played it at 2x, would that screw up any of the other things?
Yeah. I'll grab a segment and play it in 2x.
Yeah, see if you can. And no rush on it or anything. But I just want to see what that experience is like. And I say this because our attention spans are broken. They're broken. I told a story on the air the other day about a younger guy, maybe 25, and he was walking in to a theme park at the moment. And I looked over at him, and his head was pointed completely down at his phone as he was walking. This man was not looking at anything around him. There could have been a lion eating an orangutan in front of him. No clue. He would have no clue. He could have walked into a river, for God's sake. And he's on TikTok or some other shorts platform. Swipe, 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 swipe. And you get just little chunks of whatever it was. And then you mix in the meatballs, and it's just chunks of just swipe, swipe. And now I hear that at least some amount of you are watching Netflix at 1.5x.
What?
People are taking to watching.
Fully paying attention?
That's what they're suggesting. Their attention spans are so blown out, busted out right now, that people are watching Netflix shows on 1.5x so that you're not as bored. It's not as slow. You're getting into whatever content you're trying to get into faster. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. The people who create this stuff mean for it to have a pace to it, okay? And then all of a sudden, you try to watch it on 1.5x.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's weird for a TV show. I was okay with you watching the TV show with captions. I said, that makes sense. The audio is not good on some of these things. I was okay with you listening to the podcast a little faster. But watching television shows or movies at 1.5 or 2x, that's weird. That's weird. What's going on, man?
I mean, you can't tell me that, my brain works faster than that.
No, it's still going to
really
be
paying
weird.
Attention? Show me those same people that are watching Netflix shows at 1.5, and let's do a quiz right afterwards and tell me what information you really garnered.
Are you taking it in? Are you just watching people? You move around like this all over the screen. You're moving around like crazy.
I have the beginning of today's show ready. Do you want to hear it in 1.5x first?
No,
yeah.
All right.
All right. So 1.5x
first,
and this is our show.
The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had. Running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Selena and C-Lane.
It is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024.
But I was very distracted by the music.
You want to go past the intro?
I could still hear it. Like I feel like at 1.5, I'm still gathering what you're saying.
Right.
So I
want
can't
to
hate too much.
I want to get a good grip on this. So go past the intro to where we are just talking with each other at 1.5, C-Lane.
Oh, at 1.5?
Yeah,
right,
yeah. Go
hang on.
Past the intro just to chit-chat with us at 1.5. Word about this show, you spread the word about us and whoever your favorite person on the show is. You
That's
go
1.5?
like them right now. You subscribe to them, you follow them, you do whatever over at thenewsjunkie.com/share for a Share the Show Tuesday. Almost forgot how the show started there for just a moment in time. All right. Now,
that's
2x.
2x?
How are you people listening to this? This show is fast anyways. As are most of these Netflix shows. They have fine pacing.
Ready?
Yeah.
Like them right now. You subscribe to them, you follow them, you do whatever over at thenewsjunkie.com/share for a Share the Show Tuesday. Almost forgot how the show started there for just a moment in time. Just a little hiccup. I remember your name. I don't forget that anymore. And I don't call you Serena anymore, which is Dylan's mom's name. And
Okay, all right.
How are you
I
doing
don't like
this?
that.
That's
But
so
maybe because we're listening to ourselves. It's weird. But
Sean
I think
sounds
even
fake
like,
when he's that fast.
it's like, hey, how you doing?
Why don't you call you Serena? All right, that's good.
They won't know. What's her name? All right.
It kind of sounds like old-timey radio a little bit.
Yeah, but even that was slower. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you don't have the time and you're still listening, thanks, but it's not enjoyable. There's certain comedic entertainment elements to it that only work if you listen to it as it was naturally given.
And they're calling them on the Netflix side speed watchers, people who are watching these shows at that speed. What you just heard right there.
I call them insane. Just don't watch the show then.
I couldn't do that. And what's funny is, you know what they'll do? Afterwards, with us, with radio, if they listen to the podcast at 1.5x or 2x, they'll go, man, you guys sound really slow and drunk today. No, we don't. We just don't sound like Alvin and the effing Chipmunks anymore.
Wow.
You slowed us down to a normal, not even normal, faster than normal. Zach says, sounds like the Micro Machine guy. Yes,
and mind
it does.
you, we are pretty fast for a talk show. Like as far as all of us talking, and there's not a lot of pauses in between.
Mm-hmm.
We all just kind of ping pong. So the idea that that's still not fast enough is wild to me. They may not touch any other. Did you listen to Delilah? Did you listen to any NPR stuff? I mean, what do you want?
1200 says, sounds like the terms and conditions at the end of a car commercial.
Yeah,
it does.
But it needs to be much lower.
Yeah, turn it way down.
I just well, how busy is your life that you have to listen to things that way? Holy cow!
I don't think my wife listens to anything faster than it's supposed to be.
Please.
She tries to she listens to a lot of her books, as audiobooks. But sometimes when she watches TV shows, she'll just skip to the end to get the gist of what happened. And I always thought that was weird, but this seems so much worse.
Yeah, this is not a good way to ingest content. Folks, we've got to get back in touch with modern reality in a way where you don't need to fast forward your way through life.
That whole sentence, they've already passed that.
It's too slow.
It's too slow. Don't tell them what to do unless you're saying it much quicker, Sean.
Somebody's saying, is there a 3X? Maybe we should get ahead of this trend and we'll just be the absolute fastest radio show.
Understandable. We have to speak much slower, do we not?
You don't think they can hear us at 3X?
I don't think so. C-Lane, hit it.
All right, let's see what 3X sounds
Hold on. I got to do the 3X thing.
All right, we're going to get 3X here. Because if people are leaning into this, and you youngins in particular, you want everything faster than you normally would have it. We want to go as fast as possible. So we're the fastest show out there. We got to get this thing up to a speed that is just smoking out of your speakers.
This is unlistenable.
It is?
Yeah.
It was before. Here, the show Tuesday. Almost forgot the show started there for just a moment. I remember your name. I don't forget that anymore. I don't call you Serena anymore, which is Ellen's mom's name. But I wasn't going to script it anymore. I promise. We just jumped on the mics at the last second right out of being fresh.
I don't like that at all.
It's like an assault on your eardrums,
Yeah.
man.
You know who it's going to be really weird for? The people who are listening to us in 1.5x.
Good.
Lesson learned.
This is war on you people. This segment
Now,
is war.
I would like to do another test, but this, I guess, will have to be later. What if we talked at this rate and someone puts it on 2x? Does it sound a little bit more pleasing to the ear?
Probably.
But it's so boring.
Would think.
I don't know. I think it just accentuates the pauses more.
This whole thing is going to, the speed listeners is going to rock your worlds.
How about
This
don't tell
whole
us how to
segment.
do our job, people?
All right, so that's what they're doing. Are you watching Netflix at 1x, 1.5x, or
Are you a
2x
sociopath?
speeds? Let us know, and let us know why and how and what for, and all of the questions answered. If you're watching television like some of these speed watchers on 1.5x, losing my mind. Meanwhile, over to, speaking of losing minds, it turns out Alex Jones says InfoWars is shutting down ahead of the court-ordered auction to pay Sandy Hook families. Now, that must mean that he doesn't think a friendly party is buying InfoWars, because otherwise he wouldn't say that. All he's going to do is switch over to another web domain, and he's going to switch over to like some other stuff.
Battle.
It'll be like Alex Jones show. It'll be something like that he goes to, and he has to buy up new equipment.
Infowars.fm.
It might be, yeah. He's going to just switch up, and he's got to rebuy equipment and do all of those things as they sell.
How
off
does he
that
have the
company.
money to do it?
He still gets to make money, but he only gets to make so much money, and he still gets to keep things like his house, but he doesn't keep too many things. I have him talking about this.
Is he clothed?
I don't know. I'm a little concerned.
Wait, he's nude?
There's a lot to talk about here. He looks like he's nude in this video that he's posted. And is there a dog watching television in the background? What do we have here? That looks like
tell.
That's a dog, and that looks like a screen back there.
And that looks like a sex swing.
Yeah, I don't know why you're more focused on the dog.
All kinds of things. This is like a thing that you hang down from. It's all kinds of workout equipment in his garage, I think. Hopefully he doesn't curse. Stand by for that. Here he goes.
I was getting ready to go to bed early because we've got a big day tomorrow at InfoWars.
Big day.
Fighting to get Donald Trump inaugurated because the deep state's publicly trying to stop that right now and got a lot of dirty tricks up their sleeves. And I noticed trending on the top of X was InfoWars shut down Wednesday. And I was clear in the video that if good guys buy it, InfoWars will continue on, but if bad guys buy it, it won't.
All right.
And I saw a lot of leftists running around, celebrating and all the rest of it. Celebrate all you want. I've got offers all over the country, huge networks. We've got sponsors, backup studios. We're reaching 70, 80 million people a day on X. We're all over, more radio stations than ever. We're up almost to 400 stations. We've gained like 50 in the last few months.
I always wonder about that. What are these radio stations? What are they? No, I mean, they're like AM, but like also ran AMs. Like not, I don't know any companies. I don't think iHeart has Alex Jones on in 0 markets, I would guess.
You say that, now we're going to hear the commercials.
Cox, I don't think has Alex Jones on in any markets.
Dudes on Crazy Dudes.
Dudes on Dudes might have Alex Jones on. He might be one of the dudes that they're on. But I don't know that any actual legit radio stations carry this show. I thought most of it must be from the internet. Unless, maybe I'm wrong about that. If you're listening that way, let me know. He says he doesn't care. He's going to be just fine. We'll see how it all plays out. Let's go over to you. It's dispatch time, friend. Here goes nothing. Guitar Slinger chimes in talking about the 1.5 and 2X.
Yeah, the show sped up. Reminds me, do I hear 20? Do I hear 20, 25? I hear 20 in the corner. Do I hear 30, 35, 40, 40,
Auctioneer.
45, 50. The best friends you never had with offensive accents.
Very fast. Very, very quick. And over to Insecure Walrus talking about people getting killed off of shows.
Like 20 years ago, I liked a show on the WB called Roswell.
All right.
And it had a couple of people who've gone on to do some things like Katie Heigl and some other folks. But one of the people that was on the show was Colin Hanks.
Okay,
and sometime in the middle of season 2, his character, Alex, just went to Sweden for a long time and wasn't on the show. It's because he was filming in Orange County with Jack Black. And eventually he decided he really wanted to do movies and not TV, and he didn't have time for both. So he told them, I'm leaving. And so without any sort of filming any kind of like goodbye or anything, they concluded that one of the other characters on the show, who was an alien, had played with his mind so much that it messed up his brain, and he ran his car into a tree by accident, and he was gone. And it was just a real weird derailing of the show. Like, nothing in the show indicated that anything like that would happen. And everybody that were big fans were big mad about it. But that's TV.
That's what they do sometimes. They take the character and they go, he was actually soliciting prostitutes, and he was hacked up with a hatchet by an evil, and you go, what? Where is any of this coming from? You go, I know where it's coming from. You hated the actor that got booted off the show. Thus, Yellowstone parting ways with Kevin Costner, even though it wasn't nearly as bad as some of the ones that we've talked about here, not even close. Mommy Salami is a veteran chiming in.
Hey guys, I'm a podcast listener, so I'm just listening to Monday's show. And you're talking about people getting upset about whoever that guy was not putting his hand over his heart. I'm a veteran, actually, and I couldn't care less what people do. I think people just need to mind their own business. As long as things don't affect you personally, who cares, honestly? Just shut up and live your own life. Just my opinion.
She put it in park.
Just my opinion, and everybody else who I've heard of who is an actual veteran. Veterans who I've seen, for the most part, are not the type of people who want to cancel everybody and do all of this nonsense. Veterans, from what I've seen, are people who go, look, I fight also for people who have differing opinions than me, and I don't need everybody to agree on everything. I just want you to maybe be respectful or understand what you have going for you, understand that there are certain privileges being attached to growing up and spawning into this world as an American, and those didn't come free, all of those things. But I don't hear any actual veterans who are like, I'm a veteran, Michael Strahan should be fired. Not a single one that I've heard of. Just a bunch of people online who go, he's wrong, blah, blah, blah. All this dumb stuff.
And we don't have the means or the budget, or if maybe someone does, that's a lot of time on their hands. Follow up with those people. Make sure that every single time they're in the presence of the national anthem, that they stop what they're doing and hand is over their heart.
And no mistakes allowed, because
bite you in
otherwise
the ass.
You're fired. All right, quick break. When we return, we'll get set up. We got the next episode coming up in just a little bit here. I'll talk about this Blair Witch story when we come back. We'll hear from you as well. All that and so much more coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, the Science Center tries to set a world record in possible voodoo in Deltona. At 4 o'clock, we'll do What'd You Do That's New. 5 o'clock hour, it's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth. For trivia, it's tickets to TSO and the Central Florida International Auto Show. For opportunities for you to win $1,000 plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's some off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive. Construction's going on Colonial Drive, blocking a lane near John Young Parkway. Just travel with caution through there on I-4. You could expect your regular delays before US 27 and in the Lake Buena Vista area. Traffic is slowing down near the Ramp Junction on Orange Blossom Trail where Florida's Turnpike and the Beach Line meet. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. However, if left untreated, could lead to costly repairs. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and close, closed all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
How long have you been thinking about going solar? With power bills soaring higher and higher than ever, it's time to think about what you can save instead of what you're spending. Each year you wait, you could be losing thousands. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power or solar source? With over 40 years in business, Solar Source has over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They've had the same phone number since 1984. It's no wonder this company is the one I trust. I started with a pool heater solar, and now I'm thrilled that Solar Source has a pay-as-you-go system. I can save monthly, and it starts at $99. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah!
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Fence outlet customer Jason said,
I had a nightmare with my last fence company. They installed my fence in my neighbor's yard and didn't get the required permit. No one would fix it, so I had to replace the entire side. I turned to Fence Outlet, who not only found my property pins, but also followed all the guidelines. My new fence looks great. With 30 years of experience, they stand by their work.
For a free estimate, visit fenceoutlet.com, license number C-10252 and C-10803.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
NXT, all new
Tonight at 8, only on CW18.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio, 104.1. High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
What's coming up on the next episode with Sabrina momentarily? A lot going on a Share the Show Tuesday. Good news for you, C-Lane. Really good news for you.
Congratulations.
I am excited to present this to you, buddy.
Oh, God, it's a stupid moon, isn't it?
2024's last supermoon rises this month, and you can get a good eye on this thing. It is the Beaver Moon, and it's going to be very close. 225,000 miles from Earth. The Beaver Moon will be the closest of the year, and it's going to be very impressive. So I want you to take your time, set up I don't know if you need a telescope.
No,
you don't want to just do it with the naked
right
eye.
in your face.
It's true, it could be. And if you get the beaver close enough to your face,
that's the other side of the moon.
You just take a look and you take it all in. Maybe paint it. Maybe you could really get in touch with your feelings about the moon, since I know you love these so much, and paint the Beaver Moon. Give it something that you can really attach yourself to and maybe hang around your house or something. I just want you to know about this. So 2024's last supermoon is rising. C-Lane loves these moons. He's a big fan. So I want to make sure you keep your eye on that. Okay, real quick, I want to pay this off because I teased it. I guess the Blair Witch Project is making a return.
Yeah.
Which, as I recall, let's see if I'm wrong here. I remember the Blair Witch came out in 1999, and I remember watching with some friends as they ran the trailer of it on television. And the way the trailer ran, it seemed like it was real. It seemed like they really found footage in the woods.
It was the first of its kind. As far as found footage that goes mainstream.
It was breakthrough. And it was the first of its kind, small budget movie that made a boatload of money at the box office because it didn't cost very much to make the Blair Witch Project. Now, here's where things get fuzzy for me. And tell me if I've got this right. C-Lane, maybe you could fact check me on this. I think there was a Blair Witch 2. I believe
there was as well. I remember talking about this reboot, but a long time ago. Now we have a date, I imagine.
Yeah, well, this is, let's see what it says. This is the 1999 film became a sensation because it looks like it was really filmed from a trio of documentary makers who got lost in a haunted forest with shaky, grainy, weird lighting and not always in focus. And then they say, after that, it was a huge success.
A sequel titled Book of Shadows was released on October 27, 2000. It was poorly received by most critics.
Damn.
A third installment announced that same year did not materialize.
Yeah, this isn't a third one. This is finally, after 25 years, they're releasing a home video version, which is kind of weird to say. It's just an on-demand world that we're in with no videos or, video cassettes to be had. And this is going to be the director's cut, the version the creators always intended, with all sorts of extra stuff and extra footage, et cetera, et cetera. And they want to add some new details to this whole thing. Thing is, I don't know that anybody actually cares. I think people like it as a time capsule, just the moment in time. It makes me feel like I'm in 1999 when I see the Blair Witch Project. It makes me reminded of things that were happening around that moment. I'd never said to myself, I wish I had some extra scenes from this. I've never said to myself that this would be good if they released a little bit more info and some more shots from Blair Witch Project.
There have been some things where they do a director's cut and they put in some cut material, and it's been interesting.
What's been a big one of those?
Okay.
Anchorman. Wasn't Anchorman or was even told that they had so much? It was Old School that had so much extra they could make a second movie.
No, Anchorman did that too, but I forgot the story about that. And they did an Anchorman 2.
Yeah.
And it was just like extra stuff, right? It wasn't a whole individual movie.
I don't.
You just saw what I did, didn't you?
What?
This is so unrelated, but I feel like maybe I can relate to it. I could have sworn I was smelling fresh pancakes.
Right now?
Yeah. And I'm like, step number 1, am I stroking out? Did the smile test? No, I'm not. Step number 2, I smelled the mic 4 more times. And I'm like, whoever was here before me it's maple. It's maple syrup, and I hate it. And I think it's a huge tease, just like Blair Witch 2 was for all the moviegoers, considering the success of the first one.
Is that a sign of an impending medical issue?
I thought it was
burning.
toast. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, burning toast. I think you guys are right about that. I think that is a thing.
All right, but if random smell out of nowhere, I feel like is also, worth looking over to consider if it's concerning or not. And I apologize. You stopped in your tracks, so I'm like, he saw me smelling the microphone a bunch.
I thought for a moment that you thought I was saying Anchorman 2, and I had not listened to you just saying it moments before. But I had. No. I had, and I was doubling down on that being one that was.
Probably should have gone with that instead of stopping the entire conversation to talk about my stroke.
You're fine.
As far as director's cuts go, they did a director's cut of That Thing You Do, the Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah, I like that movie.
And I love that movie. But when you watch the director's cut, they go longer on some of the scenes because they just cut in all the stuff that they deleted. And you find out that Tom Hanks' character was probably gay the whole time. That they just cut that out for time. Yes.
That's a kind of a key plot point.
It wasn't. It didn't do anything to the plot, and I think they cut it for time. But when you edited all the scenes, like there was the scene where the main character, the drummer, was getting drunk at the bar, and he meets his idol, right?
Yeah,
and then he gets back to the hotel, and he's just wasted. And Tom Hanks' wife plays the waitress who, drove him back. And then you see all of a sudden Tom Hanks' character is getting in a convertible with some strapping young man, and is like, "Yeah, I'm off the clock. Let's go."
They just throw that in there, like, "Oh, by the way, here's an extra little plot point for you." Okay, we got more of your dispatches to go to. In fact, let's work in just one or two real quick while we have a moment. Oh, we got one of the crazies on the line here. Jackie is checking in. Jackie says she's one of the crazy people listening to the show at 2 times speed most of the time. We need answers, Jackie.
Sean, I'm guilty. I will go watch other things and then come back to your show, and usually 1.75 or 2 times as fast, just so I can catch up. And I really hate commercials, so I always listen on YouTube live. But yeah, your show is easy to catch because you guys really don't have a fast cadence. Now, watching Ben Shapiro debates, there's no way you can listen to him on 2 times the rate because you won't be able to pick up on anything he says or, be able to take all the information in and let it resonate in your brain. And also, are you deliberately not trying to watch The Substance? Watch it. Give me a review.
Okay.
I'm
watching it tonight.
Bye. Have a great day, guys.
She, if this is the same person who reached out to me on Instagram, not only was it it's out now on streaming, which check for me, but 2 was like, watch it because I know Sean refuses to. I'm like, oh.
No, I did watch it.
Oh, you did?
I did watch it.
Yeah. There we go. Make sure to say this slow enough so that when she hears it in 1.5, she hears it clearly. You hated it.
And I have thoughts. On this. Many
just
thoughts.
Say the thoughts.
No, we'll do it after the next episode because I do want to throw that out there. They're thoughts. They're interesting thoughts about a very interesting and different movie. But we'll do that after the next episode. When we come back, that's what we're doing the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? The nostalgia train keeps on chugging along, and the latest choo-choo is Nintendo 64K.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oprah Winfrey had some rumors swirling around the past few weeks, and now you get a denial, and you get a denial, and you get a denial. Plus, Machine Gun Kelly finally shoots on target. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for today, we're going to be expecting another partly to mostly sunny sky and warm temperatures well above normal for this time of year with a high of 86 degrees in Orlando. We can't rule out a stray shower or two, especially near the coast. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing a mostly dry stretch, especially by the end of the week and into the weekend, where temperatures will dip back down into the upper 70s for highs. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows you want to get more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals every week on holiday decor, tools, and more. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details, subject to change.
Refresh your ride. It is the Central Florida International Auto Show. It's going down the 14th through the 17th at the Convention Center. And you're going to get a close-up look at the hottest new cars, trucks, and SUVs. Test drive vehicles right at the show. It's the Central Florida International Auto Show. Get your tickets now at orlandooautoshow.com.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're detecting the undetectable. Using advanced AI technology, our experts can accurately detect signals in the human voice that are indicators of coronary artery disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening to the
of entertainment and beyond. If you missed any of the show, you can always subscribe to the podcast, which is free and available on iHeartRadio or other podcast platforms. Find that over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, it's time to get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I'm not going to spend my life being a color.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, perhaps looking at some HELOCs or small business administration loans. If you have a mortgage and you've never compared that first quote before you got the second mortgage, well, you got to work with That Mortgage Guy Don. He's looking out for you. He's treating you like a friend because he is a friend. Get the process started by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
31 years ago, 1993, a tour was canceled. Whose tour? Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
He said that he was... What?
Oh, is this... It's not after he got burned.
It was an entire world tour, 1993. He said he was blank to blank, and that's why it's all canceled. It's a lot of money.
Blank.
93. World tour.
He was blank to blank.
I mean, it's a phrase.
I'm going to
Having a round of
Disneyland.
sausages is right.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Addicted to painkillers.
Oh.
He was in 1983?
Yeah.
I don't remember
He
that.
walked so everyone else could run. No idea. 28 years ago, in 1996, though, a day that I will not remember because I was 6 years old, but later on in life, very thankful for. It was on this day in 1996 that this guy released...
Oh, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
Snoop Dogg released The Dogfather.
All right.
It was
Big
his second album back when he was still calling himself
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
That is correct. And one of the best songs that really gets looked over was Ain't No Fun.
I don't know that one.
It's so inappropriate that I cannot play it. But give it a listen.
Question
what up?
for you. Back then, so many rap albums had those little skits on them.
Oh, this was full skit.
Do rap albums still have skits on them, or is that a thing of the past?
That is a great question. I do believe that they do. I'm trying to think of the last album that I listened to in its entirety that had skits.
Well, let's go with Eminem because his album...
He did it.
His album had skits. He would be the one... He had just had a new album. Does that have skits on it?
I've not listened to the new album. I say Kendrick Lamar's one of the Butterfly one. If I'm getting that right.
To
that
Pimp a
was
Butterfly?
skits. Gosh, I know for sure that this album of Snoop Dogg's full skits.
Eminem's new album does have skits on it.
Well, there you have it.
does.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not a skit. It's just real life. I guess you could replace the I with 2 E's because that's how you make babies. Congratulations to Megan Fox. She is preggo from her ego.
I saw her photo announcing this.
So did I. Question.
Weird.
What's on her? What is
she grabbing her baby bump with those weird thumbs?
No.
No. You can't see her thumbs because she is completely...
Here she is.
She's in oil? Is that oil?
She's covered in some black substance.
My girlfriend's so funny. She's like, what is she holding? That's what I look like after going out to dinner. Like, that's a full belly. That is not necessarily a pregnancy photo. I mean, she looks great. Good for her. What is she in? What is that?
I don't know. It says nothing is ever really lost. Welcome back.
Because this is a rainbow baby. She did have a miscarriage.
After a miscarriage, I see.
But they broke up.
That's
MGK
called a rainbow baby?
Mm-hmm. Because it's going to come out gay.
All right.
But the oil over it, if that's indicating what's coming out of MGK, then I do believe he has to go see a doctor.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's been a long time, but I don't remember it being any close to that color. Anyways, preggo. She did the photo. She's nude. Nothing is ever really lost. No word on how far along she is or the gender of the baby. She shares 3 sons with ex-husband. 3 points. Who is it?
Brian Austin Green.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
They're 7, 9, and 11. MGK has a 15-year-old daughter with an ex-girlfriend.
Damn.
So now they get to share a baby.
5 kids now.
Yeah, but there's
a lot of kids.
So rich.
Yeah.
This gal.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey is right, David. And she is now dismissing rumors that she was paid $1 million to host a town hall for Kamala Harris during the presidential campaign. I believe it became such a crazy rumor that even Trump had addressed it, or he was just mad that she was on Fox. I forget now. It's been such a
He was just ranting about Oprah in general. I don't remember anything about her getting paid.
Oprah wasn't eager to discuss the election results, but she did make it clear she didn't accept any money for campaigning on behalf of the vice president.
Yeah.
When asked...
This is the big rumor right now. It's like Megan Thee Stallion got $5 million. All these people got millions and millions of dollars.
That was early when she showed up.
$10 million. Oprah Winfrey got $2 million. I don't think any of those people actually got that money.
No. I mean...
I think it cost that much money for the concert, but I don't know if they got actual checks from Kamala Harris.
How dumb do you think everyone is that they would do that? I mean, at that point, for those rumors to go around, I could see how they spread, but if... let me put it in a different way. Like, if you're willing to do the Super Bowl for zero money, like, do you think that they're going to do a sneaky get paid by the VP?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought if you said I was getting paid for my endorsement, $2 million, I think everybody's going to hate you for that. I think that's going to be a bad look.
Even your fans, too. Like, they're looking for an honest endorsement. But, she has denied the rumor of being paid $1 million, which, if I'm doing the math right, is complete chump change to Oprah Winfrey.
Getting paid for the endorsement is one thing, but if Oprah Winfrey hosted a town hall, like, she was working,
well,
would we be mad at her to get paid for doing work?
They did say Oprah Winfrey's company got paid. That was the reporting, that her company got paid like $1 million. I don't know what that was for. I don't know if she got that money.
Other people, not everyone has to be on volunteer, right? Like, you still have to pay people that are putting on the quote unquote production.
Yes.
No?
So hold on. Here's how you could look at this. So if somebody says, "Oh, Megan Thee Stallion was paid $5 million," it could be that at the event Megan Thee Stallion was, they had to rent out an arena, very expensive.
Correct.
They had to pay all of the staff, sometimes thousands and thousands and thousands of staff members. They had to pay all the people who ran the show and did the performance.
All these different things. To be able to watch it, that is paying a group of people to put that on.
So it could be that cost that much money, but I don't know. We'll see. If somebody was actually taking a paycheck, that seems not good.
Yes, agreed. Now, while Oprah is denying, The Rock is admitting, and he, for some reason, is admitting...
What The Rock
is peeing into. It's a water bottle because
Weird.
he has admitted that he does pee in bottles on set to save time. Now, last time we talked about The Rock on set, there were rumors going around that he was so late to it that he really screwed up production. He was actually not the sweet baby angel everyone thought he was. Turns out he was a pain in the ass to work with. Now he's saying, as a matter of fact, I was saving time on the set. I was showing up so early, I didn't have time to use the bathroom, so he peed in bottles.
I would be like, hey, man, we appreciate the effort, but use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just
Please.
use the bathroom.
I mean, they could bring in a fancy trailer bathroom that's so close to him that there's no need for the bottle stuff. But he did deny that he cost the producers of the red one $50 million due to being late because he pee-peed in bottles.
This movie sounds
you
like
have
it could be a disaster.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good. It sounds like this thing is a mess.
And then that's the latest to come out of it? Is this going to make you want to watch it? Because guess what? He loved this movie so much, he peed in bottles. Now it must be a good piece of work.
Big advantage of being a man over a woman. In a pinch, you can pee in a bottle.
1,000%. Now, I will say, though, and it was many years ago, a listener gifted me the Go Girl, which I have used in the past.
It's like a funnel.
Yeah, and much easier. That changes time-wise. And changing of pants, if you happen to miss. That's a little bit too much about me as a woman peeing. And finally, it's coming back, baby. Nintendo 64 is returning. You asked for it? Not really? Well, you're getting it. The Nintendo 64 making a comeback in 2025. Not directly from Nintendo, necessarily.
Which is weird because it seems like this would be, they would have to at least have Nintendo's blessing to release this thing.
But they say it will play original N64 games in 4K via HDMI, and it's priced at $249.99. That is.
Damn.
Not Mario coins. The console isn't just an emulator. It's designed to play N64 cartridges as well, if you still have those lying around.
Hey, how cool is that Mario World look that's coming our way before too long?
Yes.
I want to do that thing.
I don't...
I want to do it.
I want to go to there.
Yep. I want to go do the thing.
He is going to MGK all over that bad boy.
I want to do that thing.
What we saw in Japan, is that officially open, or was this like employee stuff?
No, Japan's been open for a little while, I believe.
It looks awesome.
It looks like a good time.
I'm in. On the boob tube, until we can go to the fun theme parks, we've got the series premiere of St. Denis Medical on NBC. I'm very excited for this. It's going to be your medical mockumentary, like your Office of Parks and Rec.
That's cool.
It seems to have a good, I almost said staff, but I'll just go with that. Cast. We have The Voice, part 2 of the Knockout stand-up special, Adrian Lapalucci, The Dark Queen on Netflix, streaming premiere of Deadpool vs. Wolverine on Disney+, and you can catch Jeff Goldblum on Fallon. Follow your dreams at me on Instagram, at Sabrina Ambra. Check out the new video. It makes no sense, zero relevancy, and I'd appreciate a like. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, one of the stars of Everybody Loves Raymond in a rant that has gone viral. What are they saying? What's going on? We'll hear that together. And also, we'll talk about
Sean's thoughts on substance.
The substance. And we'll get into this. We will get into it.
It's going to be a whole thing, yeah. We can already tell. Just by that breath, Celine and I know exactly where this is going to go.
We'll see. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Multiple lanes are blocked due to an accident where Alafaya Trail westbound meets McCulloch Road. I believe 2 right lanes are blocked there. Traffic is slowing down at the intersection where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. On I-4 this afternoon, traffic is slowing down through the city, and you could expect your regular delays. No major problems on any other major roadways as of right now. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Listen up, my business-owning friends. That mortgage guy, Don, also does commercial and SBA loans. That's right, Small Business Administration loans. If you have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, then you are in luck. That mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. Don't leave money on the table. Get the money back in your hands where it belongs. Start the process today by going to thatmortgageguydon.com. Work with an expert and a friend that you could trust.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
This holiday season, before you pull the trigger on a gaming PC, go to Lenovo.com first. Get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Get up to a 30% upfront bonus to use for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year to help grow your retirement income. Whether you're in retirement or will be retiring within 10 years, Trajan Wealth can offer some of the highest guarantees in the business. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know no one wants to work forever. We all need to retire someday, and I know you've worked hard for your money, so now is the time to guarantee it. Take advantage of up to a 30% upfront bonus for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't woulda, shoulda, coulda. Get up to a 30% bonus just for opening an account, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't leave your retirement to chance. Retire the right way, the Trajan way, with Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Save time and money with a PVC fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,140. Go to fenceoutlet.com for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Oh, here we go. The next generation of WWE superstars.
Welcome to NXT.
Is here.
NXT on the CW.
The CW is the official home of NXT Wrestling. And tonight, the new era of NXT continues.
Get hype, baby. Get pumped. We are
NXT, all new tonight on the CW.
It all begins tonight at 8, only on CW18.
Covering Central Florida so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imperato, Jesse Pagan, Darren Stoltzfus, and Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. West 2 News on CW18. Every night at 10.
You don't have time for small sales, so we're going big. For one day only, you can get up to 50% off New South windows and doors. Just visit our showroom on November 16th and bring your window and door measurements for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Get New South Windows and Doors for up to half the price, in person only. November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 to find a showroom near you.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
An exciting in-season competition is back. The Emirates NBA Cup is officially set, and as part of group play, the Orlando Magic will host 2 home games at the Kia Center. They'll battle the Charlotte Hornets on Tuesday, November 12th, and the Philadelphia 76ers on Friday, November 15th. The stakes are high, and the team is ready for the challenge. Secure your tickets today at orlandomagic.com/NBA Cup and get ready to cheer on your Orlando Magic.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND. 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 Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Your direct line to the heroes that saved Canada that one time.
Up and ready to go. We got jury duty coming up later this hour and a bunch more for you on a Share the Show Tuesday. Again, you can follow along with everybody who is part of this show and their social profiles at thenewsjunkie.com/share. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And Steven emails the show. He says, you guys do know campaign finances are open to the public. Yes, Kamala Harris's campaign paid the companies the celebrities own lots of money. The funniest thing is her campaign did take in over $1.2 billion with a B and is now $20 million in debt. And anybody could just do a quick search of her campaign finances to check this. Well, I'd imagine you did that then, Stephen, or no? Because if you did that, you'll find that there is a window on campaign finances. We have not yet passed that, so you wouldn't be able to see any actual monies paid out to the people in question. Because obviously, I took a look at that and wanted to see what was going on. Because I want to know if they were paying like Megan Thee Stallion $5 million. What? That's a scandal. That's crazy. Their campaign should be laughed at for that. Already, it looks like they blew through money. They blew through money. And they were trying to just spend their way to a victory. It looks like there was some really stupid mistakes there. But what you're saying is not true. We only know through some reports from the Wall Street Journal and a couple other outlets that allegedly Oprah's company was paid some money. Oprah's saying she didn't get the money. I don't know what the money it paid out was for. A lot of the other people are saying flat out, no, they did not get paid for these performances.
But please send your source. The URL in particular.
He's right that it will be available to the public. It's not available yet.
We looked it up when we talked about, Cillian was out of town, I believe, but Randall Terry.
Right.
When we discovered him, we found a website that shows everything.
Open Secrets is one of them, yeah. Open Secrets is a website where you can put in these things.
It goes back decades.
But we haven't reached the window where they have to report that publicly yet, is what I was saying. It's like that's not out there as information that you'll see. You will see it eventually. And if you see it and you see things like Beyonce was paid $10 million to not perform and give some sort of, speech at a Kamala Harris rally, then yes, that's a scandal. But we have no evidence that that's true as of right now. It looks like they just did something really dumb, in my estimation, which is spend on a bunch of concerts, throwing these big productions to try to get normie voters to vote their way.
Beyonce.
And I said at the time, it's concerts versus conversations, and they should be doing more long-form conversations so people can get to know this candidate as a person, because that works. It's actually valuable. It really does work. So strategy was not good, but I don't know if there's any truth
Sean,
to
she went on Howard Stern. Come on.
Right, and this was also a campaign that we were not very much used to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, had this been how it all goes, then maybe that strategy would have worked perfectly and probably the way that you would imagine it. But we had a president move aside so that the vice president could take the place in the next election. I mean,
it was a shorter run.
Tell me the last time that you've seen that.
It was a shorter run. You know, I would. There's certain things that I wish Trump would do in office. One of them, I don't know if the president has the authority to do this.
All right, where's ChatGPT?
Let's ask.
That means I've got the authority.
Here's what I would like, and I want to see if you agree with me or not. No matter where you're at, if you're on the left or the right, I want to see if you agree with me on this. I would like any president, but President Trump is going to the next one in office in January. I would like a president to do two things. One,
free pizza Fridays.
Make Election Day a national holiday. Okay, I think that would be an important thing to do. I've heard rumors of this in the Trump campaign that Trump might make Election Day a national holiday that everybody has to get off. Anybody complying with OSHA laws has to offer their employees that day off.
It'll be an OSHA.
Except for us. We'll be working on that day. The other thing is...
That's what's very ironic about you saying this, is that we're still going to be on the air on Election Day when everybody else has it off.
All right, but how would you feel about this? If he said, I want Election Day to be a national holiday, everybody except for the news junkie gets off. And, by the way, we are going to start campaigns in October, and they'll run October, November, October, the whole month of October, and then November a little bit, and then we vote. So
okay, but
we
you're
don't
talking about just commercials, right? Because
no, I mean, like in England, they do a snap election. They say we're going to have a snap election. Now, I would want ours to be scheduled like they are, but in England, it is like that, man. It's somebody goes, we're going to have an election, and within a month or so, they have an election. I would love if they started on, like, let's say October 5th. They said you get 1 month, get out there. They do all the debates, all the interviews, all of the things, and we don't drag this out. So the final year of a presidency is also a massive campaign. I personally don't like that.
I
don't
think that's a great idea. Now, I'm just curious if that oversees this new campaign tactic of an insane amount of text messages that you get, which I imagine the majority of them are scams. And the second part being they could focus on TV advertisements and radio advertisements for a month. But social media, will be inundated for the entire year?
It could be, but I think it would be better if simply put, if our presidential campaigns were shorter, were much shorter. I don't want a year of everybody there's another rally and this is happening and this is happening. I wish it was so much quicker, so much less of our lives is taken up by this. That's how I feel about it.
How would you enforce that, though? Like, are we
gunpoint?
Concealed gunpoint.
Aggressively, you can't. It would be very hard. That's why I was asking you that, because the parties are allowed to do whatever they want. And the parties have agreed that we have this long, drawn-out primary, then this, and then this, and this.
Let's play a hypothetical that you were successful in getting something like that established, that campaigns start in October and they're done very quickly, and then that's it. Do you think that would be better for a third-party attempt at the White House?
Possibly. I think it could. Because there's so much less machinery involved, and people could go, who's this person? All right, I'm down with that. This isn't one of the established parties, but I'm interested in this person's ideas. I think it's much more detrimental to be in a long
parties
thing.
all the time, up until it gets to the nitty gritty. Then
Well,
it's
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
that we don't have.
If you only had 1 month, people would have a much better shot. They would still be advantaged by being part of the Republicans and the Democrats.
Of course,
but I think it would be
it's
less
time for the
bad.
moderate party. I think a lot of people are so exhausted of the extremes on both sides.
I agree. I don't disagree with that at all. But I think this would give them a better chance if there was just a really short elections cycle. We'll never get it. It won't happen.
Party.
It will happen, I think, that we get the federal holiday for Election Day. And I think that's good. I support that.
It says the president does not have the authority to unilaterally declare Election Day a national holiday.
All right, we're not getting
Establishing the national holiday requires
Congress?
an act of Congress. The president can advocate for making Election Day a holiday and encourage Congress to pass legislation to this effect.
But do you think the Democrats would oppose him in this? Because I don't. I don't think that they would go, no, we don't want Election Day to be a holiday. I think they would be on board. I think it would pass. That's my gut telling me that. I might be wrong about that. Okay, a lot of people have asked, including this dispatcher earlier, about this. Hey, Sean, have you seen the substance? Have you seen the substance? Have you seen the substance? All right. I watched this movie a couple of weeks back. Sabrina said she's going to watch this moving forward.
Yes.
I'm not going to spoil anything for you.
Please don't.
But I want to say something, and I'm going to lose a lot of people with this take right now. I'm going to lose a lot of people.
Hot take, Watson.
All right? The movie The Substance has way, way, way too much nudity. There is
oh my
too
God,
much
you
nudity.
sound so old.
No. There is too much nudity in this movie, and it is a distraction rather than building on the story.
Distraction for whom?
It's a distraction for me. I don't know if
so
anybody
a lot
else
of boobs.
agrees. And
Got a lot of boobs.
It's the story. The basic premise is this. Okay, Demi Moore, whatever, is a very famous actress, and she's very, very concerned with her looks, as one would be.
That's my
And
D.
she's aging, and she's losing her job, right? And so she runs into somebody with the substance, hence the name of the movie, the title of the movie, that she can inject into herself, and then something happens that allows her to regain her youth. And because of this, first, Demi Moore, and it's not that she looks bad, she looks fantastic. What is she, in her 60s or something? Look up Demi Moore age real quick.
Yes.
She looks
Neither of you do it.
fantastic.
I'll look it up.
64.
All right.
57.
62.
62. Okay. 62 years old. She looks fantastic. Good for her. She may have wanted to just capture her body in the state that it's in so that she could see it for the rest of her life. She is so naked in this movie. You see her in so many positions. And then there's a younger version of her, which is obviously played by another actress. And that actress is naked in this movie. It's for long, like 30, 40 minutes of this. Okay.
Maybe that's the point.
And I think it takes away a little bit from what's going on the screen. It doesn't really add to anything, and it's not necessary. Okay. And I thought that was a net negative on The Substance. Okay, that's one thing.
I won't be able to comment on that until I see all the boobies and the peepees.
The other thing, only slightly controversial. I have seen many movies in my day, and I've seen a lot of good ones and a lot of bad ones. The Substance with Demi Moore has the worst ending of any movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
You haven't seen the Time Cut.
I haven't seen Time Cut yet.
Was such a
infuriating.
It was not what I expected, and I'll give it that.
This is the same. You're either going to love the ending of The Substance, or at the end of the day, you'll go, oh my God, what did they do to this movie? They just spent all of this time, all of this skin, building up this whole movie, and at the end, what the hell is happening right now? I thought the ending, I know some people liked it, but I thought the ending was the worst possible ending that they possibly could have done. We'll see what you think about this. Send us your dispatches. Those are my thoughts on that. The middle, good. Good movie in the middle. The end, I did not like at all. In the beginning, was just naked people for the whole time. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, that's what I want to watch.
I think at one point, Neil deGrasse Tyson said that of all the movies that involve time travel, Back to the Future had it mostly right with how things would work. Yes.
Did he?
I think he said that. I'll have to look it up to verify. I think if he watched Time Cut, his brain would hurt. Because they use one stupid line of dialogue to just forgive themselves for breaking the rules of time travel.
Okay, but here, see, like, I can understand why it started. Well, it continues to piss you off. I will say, I think this movie will become your next like cult classic.
Time Cut?
Time Cut, because it's so bad.
On Netflix. Wait. What are the rules of time travel?
Okay, don't answer this. You tell me.
What do you think should be a rule of time travel?
Obviously, it's the butterfly effect thing.
Kind of.
As an example, you could blame the election victory of Trump on Tom Green because Tom Green did a live streaming show and nobody else did. Joe Rogan went on it, thought it was really cool. Joe Rogan had a podcast. Joe Rogan had Trump on the podcast. Trump won the election. But if you change any one of those things, maybe those things don't happen in that way. So changing things in the timeline affects the future.
Correct.
That's it.
But are there any other rules at all?
I mean,
as far as this movie, that we have both different emotions towards. That's the rule that they should have followed.
You liked it?
I did. I liked it in a different way, though. I liked it because it was so bad. I loved it, like with how cheesy it was. And then the ending, I give it to them. Not what I expected.
I can like a movie for that, but the other things they did were very egregious.
Too much?
They were very egregious.
Okay, but what do you think about the plot twist? Did you expect that?
Who it was?
Yes.
No, not for a while,
So
but
give him that.
I eventually came around to that conclusion. We had a couple guesses.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. I mean, you're going to hate it, Sean. But I loved it.
I think a lot of people watched it because it was a top on Netflix for a while, and that's got to mean a lot of people who are hearing the sound of our voice have seen
that's
that.
for sure.
Or have seen The Substance. So if you want to weigh in on those, do it. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and record a dispatch. Fire it off in our general direction.
And weirdly enough, we watched Time Cut, and we got to the end, and we're like, that's stupid. We have a lot of questions. Let's cleanse that with a Christmas movie. And the Christmas movie did the same damn thing.
Oh, did it really?
It was, there was some magic involved, some magical time travel, and then at the end, you go, how is this person going to just exist?
Don't worry.
No more spoilers.
Yeah.
It's movie magic. Don't worry about it. Jackie chimes back in after I just talked about that movie, The Substance. Here she goes.
Thank you. That's all I've been waiting for. I wanted to hear your review because it was so ludicrous, the ending. But I'm glad you didn't very much care for it because that's how I felt about that stupid clown posse movie, whatever it was called, that you made me watch and waste $5 on.
ICP one.
Anyway, we're even now.
The storytelling in the ICP movie was good. I don't care what you say. It was good and well done. It had an interesting twist that I didn't see coming and a lot of other fun stuff in it. But, to each their own. The Substance had potential. It could have been good. And it was another one of these movies where, like Sealand said, they just leave these massive plot holes in it. Like, Demi Moore, I can't say
on,
it.
man.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spoil too many things in one
But
day.
why don't
I'm
we
not
set
gonna
a
do it.
deadline so we can all talk about it? And anyone who is curious and hasn't watched it, we will know by the end of the week, maybe, that we're going to talk about it.
Oh, both of you have to watch it.
I'll watch
So whenever you guys get it in, then we can bring that up and go a little further. With it.
I have some free time coming up.
But when?
The next 2 days.
Okay, good.
So I'll watch it.
All right.
Count me in.
He might have a lot more free time coming up because divorce is in the cards here.
Oh, my God. Sean, that's so rude.
Just telling you. He's dropping bad jokes on his wife.
It was a really bad one. So,
What did you say?
So you're going tonight, right, to the Cher musical, Sabrina?
You bet your ass.
My wife is going tomorrow. And I texted her to ask how her day was, and she's like, "Oh, the day's good, except I have this meeting that's supposed to run until 6 o'clock tomorrow, so I'm praying it doesn't run late, so I'm not late to share." And I said, maybe instead of praying, you should
turn back time.
Believe.
And she hasn't responded.
And then I sent this.
I hope she leaves you
I
on
sent
read.
this dog that's very happy with himself.
All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to more of you and see what's on your mind today. I have a whole bunch of clips to go through as well, and sort of an odds and ends type segment. We'll get to that at some point here. We have a lot to touch on a Share the Show Tuesday. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Try it with Angel. Try it with Angel.
What?
You know what?
So uncomfortable.
I want to let you know. I appreciate a lot of things that you do. I love you, man.
Yeah, you're the man, dude.
That's all you got.
I got goosebumps. I hate it.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Traffic is starting to slow down on I-4 through the city there. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Alafaya Trail at McCulloch Road. I believe multiple lanes are blocked heading westbound. Keep in mind, move over and slow down if you see police activity or emergency vehicles on the roadways. Construction continues along Florida's Turnpike, so just travel with caution through there. And if you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. You may have heard Wawa has pizza, but did you know that Wawa has pizza at a really great price? Right now, get a personal-sized 14 or 16-inch Wawa pizza for just $6, $8, or $10. Gotta have a Wawa.
Folks, Mills Air has been in business since 1992. That is over 30 years. They've been helping people just like you out when your air conditioner has a problem. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. And though that might not mean a lot to you just by hearing it, you'll like it because that gets you access to up to $1,275 in rebates, so you could save big on a brand new Carrier unit. They have preventative maintenance at Mills Air that is going to save you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. We don't want these surprises. You want to know about potential issues before they happen. So call Mills Air, 407-277-1159. One more time. That's 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
An evening of entertainment and hope awaits at the 24th Annual Dancing for Diabetes Show on November 16th at the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts. Get your tickets now at touchedbytype1.org.
Save up to 50% on select security systems with SafeTouch Security. With upgrades like remote door locks, video doorbell, thermostat control, and camera, all controlled by your MySafeTouch app. Visit safetouch.com. State license number EF200002049.
Hey, this is Kyle Brandt. You're busy. I'm busy. But every single Monday, we take 10 minutes to dish out 10 takes. NFL, life, whatever, but never more than 10 minutes. It's 10 takes with Kyle Brandt. Driving home from work? You got time for 10 takes. Taking a smoke break? You still smoke? You got time for 10 takes.
Listen to 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt and start listening.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, GRAND. Grand. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
Tuesday. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com/share, and you could spread the word about this very radio show. Thank you for everybody who does that on any day, but especially on a Share the Show Tuesday. This woman, Patricia Heaton, is going viral on X. She posted a video. Did not know this about her, actually, but
Facebook,
I guess...
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
Patricia Heaton lady from Everybody Loves Raymond is a Republican.
Which one was Patricia?
The wife. She was
yeah,
the wife.
yeah.
She was the wife in Everybody Loves Raymond of Raymond.
So this was the go-to for the Amber household. Like dinner time on the... God, it was WB at the time, perhaps, but Everyone Loves Raymond was what we watched, without a doubt. I can't say, I feel like those were the beautiful times of sitcoms in which you really couldn't tell anyone's political affiliation unless it was blatantly said.
They didn't talk about that stuff much. No, on those shows, they wanted to build a massive audience, so they didn't want to divisively split things by political stuff. And she was on that show for a while. I do not know what she's done since then, but I did like her, and I did also like the show for sure. And now she's upset, and she's on X/Twitter. And let's see what she has to say. Here she goes.
Hey, friends. I just have been in Israel for a week, and I'll tell you all about that later.
Okay.
But I saw the results of the election, which is very good for the Jewish people. And I've also seen a lot of the response videos, especially from women who are crying, screaming, shaving their heads, saying they're going to be jailed or rounded up or killed or hunted or whatever they're... We need to pray for them.
I have to stop here for just a moment.
That's it? All we have to do is pray for them?
I am, fingers crossed, I'm just trusting her that she's not going to curse here. I haven't even heard this. I don't know what she's going to say here.
Well,
but she doesn't seem like the type. We'll be ready for that just in case, all right? So she says, pray for these people who are freaking out about the election.
And I just want to say to all you folks who feel that way, don't make politics or identity groups your religion. Only Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever.
She's religious, huh?
Put your faith in him, not in men, not in men's institutions, not in humans' institutions. And let me tell you, I've been to the kibbutzim where women and babies and families were captured and killed and slaughtered.
She's talking about the October 7th stuff right now. And I didn't know that she was religious. I didn't know that.
This is the first I've heard of it.
But she's saying...
I don't even think I've heard her speak outside of Everybody Loves Raymond.
You might be right about that for me, too. I don't know that I've heard her say too much about anything other than the show. So let's find out something real quick. She's religious. Is she a Jewish person? Because she's talking about going to Israel and stuff. Can you search for Patricia Heaton Jewish?
I'd put money on what she's Jewish based on what she just said.
Yeah, she just said she was going to Israel for a while, but maybe she's just interested.
Deborah
Maybe
Heaton?
Deborah Heaton is her name.
Patricia Heaton.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
Patricia
because
Heaton.
Deborah
is her
was
name.
her character's name. I'm like, they do that in all the shows.
Let's see what else she says.
Stolen. You're fine here. You're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Secondly, to whatever groups, whatever media, whatever pundits, all these extremists that are allowed television time who told women that this is what is going to happen to them, shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Apparently, there's some really vulnerable people here who you targeted and you fear-mongered to, and you need to go back on the air and tell them things are going to be okay and tell them that they're fine.
Tell them.
That's not going to happen.
That's all you do is just tell them it's going to be okay. All right, so I got answers for you.
Could you imagine if MSNBC starts their programming tonight and they're like, we just wanted to say we're sorry?
We just heard from Deborah from Everybody Loves Raymond, and
I don't disagree with the thrust of the point that cable news radicalizes people and tells really like doomer scenarios to people.
But had. This is nothing new. The speak of after the election, it's like everyone stop what they're doing. They're not going to. And
No,
if
that's not gonna happen.
you're either going to watch it or you're not going to. You feed into it or you don't. I mean, it's simple as that. What will change at this point?
I don't know. Probably not much.
You ready to hear the wiki page?
1 second. Becky on YouTube says, I'm a little behind, but she was also on the show The Middle for 9 seasons. I'd never seen that in my life.
Not
familiar with
Malcolm,
that.
just The Middle.
Just The Middle. All right, what'd you find over there?
All right, so we have the divorce. She opened up having plastic surgery. Then politics, its own section here. They have been described as conservative, and until 2021, she was a registered Republican. In 2016, she voiced her disapproval of her party's then presidential nominee, Donald Trump. She later stated that she had given up on politics following the election, but continued to express her admiration for Mitt Romney. After the January 6th United States Capitol attack, Heaton condemned this event, announced that she would leave the Republican Party and become an independent voter.
So she's not some wacko. From that, it doesn't sound like.
She is a committed pro-life activist, vocally supportive of the groups opposing abortion, euthanasia, and the death penalty, and other views come from August of 2006.
Her religion, is she Jewish or
Catholic?
Is she
Devout Catholic. is what
Okay,
they're
that's
saying.
interesting. Okay, so she's coming at this from a Catholic perspective, but must have taken interest in what's happening in Israel enough to want to go over there and
Just
check
tell
things out.
them, don't worry about it.
Tell everybody to calm down. It's going to be okay. Interesting strategy. I don't know that it's going to pay off.
She's like, get back on the air. Just get back on the air right now and tell them.
Guys, it's going to be fine.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
I hope it's going to be fun. Here's Elijah is cool. He has a dispatch for us.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
We were talking about boogers. And, Sean, you mentioned...
I just want to state
the serious radio show.
We've talked about so many things today, all right? As always, politics, world affairs, movies.
Boogies and poo-poo.
Nudity in movies. All kinds of things have been talked about on this show so far today.
The nudity in movies is boobies, please.
All of these things. But he wanted to comment about one thing and one thing in particular.
I've got something to say. Boogers.
Boogers.
Hey, guys. We were talking about boogers. And, Sean, you mentioned...
how
you like to roll the booger around between your index finger and your thumb.
I didn't say I like to.
Until you can get up. Well, good tip. If you continue that, just keep rolling around, the booger eventually will disappear. Now you don't even have to worry about getting up and disposing of the booger. It just disappears.
No, it doesn't.
It's amazing. So, yeah.
He's saying if you just continue on that path, it'll vaporize, and then you don't even have to get up, and you could be lazy and sit on the couch.
As someone who suffers from allergies, I know what it is to pick a good booger.
Mm-hmm.
There's relief to it, just as there is so much relief to a proper snot rocket in the privacy of your home.
That one's good.
And that's not into a tissue. I'm sorry. You don't get the same power that you do when it's an open air one nostril as much as you can, full sinus cleanse.
Yes. And the only thing that could be bad is if you don't know where it goes.
Yeah, of course. You turn on the light and it turns out it's on your wall.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
It's
That's
been there
bad.
for a long time.
You don't wanna
Embarrassing
do
for
that.
who? But you're sitting there and twirling into a ball. That's embarrassing.
I don't really do the snot rocket thing.
No?
There he is.
More of a
There
tissue
he
guy.
is. I'm a tissue gal, but sometimes that doesn't work. And yes, you are a snot rocket. You don't even need a tissue. I've seen you do it. You do it right into your hand.
I've never seen him rocket one out. We're stuck on boogers now. We're stuck on boogers.
That one didn't sound like
Yeah,
boogers.
that sounded like semen, Sean.
Is that how you refer to it?
Sometimes.
Someone's about to rocket.
How hard are you shooting it?
Okay, wow, we got to go to break.
You're the one who said it. I would never refer to that as rocketing it out.
This is our equivalent of MSNBC saying everything's fine, don't worry about it. We just talk about boogers and rocketing.
Look, I was bringing forth the things. This is just where we got.
Please stop
where
bringing
we
them
ended.
forth.
We ended on this one.
I'm too horny.
Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to more of your dispatches. I've got, as I said, grab bag segment, tons of clips that we need to work into the show, and some fears. Now, I don't know if these fears are worth freaking out about just yet, but there's some fears in the storm world. And what's brewing out there? We're going to dive into that face first next. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Someday Alexa will do everything. Alexa, can you unclog the toilet?
Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now.
But until then, just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Progressive Insurance.
Florida men's basketball coach Todd Golden is asking fans to remain patient and support his players while the Title IX investigation against him continues. The NBA couple tip-off tonight, it'll be the Magic hosting Charlotte. Franz Wagner has provided the scoring punch in Paolo Banchero's absence. Current DraftKings Sportsbook line is plus 220 for Wagner to score 30-plus points tonight. I'm Scott Davidson.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
If a Lenovo computer is on your holiday list, make sure Lenovo.com is your first stop. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want, like the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 53% off. Score unbeatable holiday savings at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenickley.com.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Oh, here we go. The next generation of WWE superstars.
Welcome to NXT.
Is here.
NXT on the CW.
The CW is the official home of NXT wrestling. And tonight, the new era of NXT continues.
Get hype, baby. Get pumped. We are all
NXT. All new tonight on the CW.
It all begins tonight at 8, only on CW18.
Covering Central Florida so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imperato, Jesse Pagan, Darren Stoltzfus, and Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. West 2 News on CW18. Every night at 10.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Hey, Central Florida, if you want a nicer, newer car, get ready. My prices are dropping. RC Hill here. It's autumn, and I want to help you rake in some savings. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're focused on affordability. My finance specialists hustle hard to help you find a low rate and a monthly payment that fits your budget. That's what my Perfect Payment program is all about. Save huge on a new 2024 Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty and 2 years of free factory maintenance. Or check out over 200 certified used cars, SUVs, and sports cars. Plus, at RC Hill, you get your price and payment in 15 minutes. So if you hate your current ride, leave it behind. And I'll take it even if it's rusted or busted. And I'll give you way over trade value. But hurry, don't leave me hanging. A deal this good won't last long. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. RC Hill Mitsubishi and Used Car Superstore. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com. And if you need to sell your car today, visit rchillbuyscars.com. We pay you on the spot.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
This November, give thanks for the gift of clear vision with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatoski Eye Institute. They've been serving Central Florida for over 30 years, helping thousands see life in high definition. Don't let poor vision blur your holiday memories. Simply text 1041 to 868686 today and take advantage of their 24-month interest-free financing. Schedule your free consultation now, and you could be seeing clearly by Christmas. The Filatoski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades. Text 1041 to 868686 for your free LASIK consultation now.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy 2. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you. This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at
Hour, a grab bag segment, which is just a bunch of news clips that we'll react to. A lot of stuff happening in the world, viral and otherwise. So a bunch of things all together in one segment. Before we get into jury duty, I have a question here.
All right.
I love when I read a story and they just toss in a word like everybody knows that word. and I say to myself, I like to think I have a pretty decent vocabulary, and I have never heard of this before.
Okay, but see, this happens to me where people will say a word like they've been saying it the whole time. I was like, I don't remember this word being used a lot. There was one hurricane that came through where out of nowhere it seemed like everybody was saying hunker down.
Oh,
and I was
really?
like, wait, hunker down. Now it's, when I say that, you're like, oh, that's such a common phrase in relation to hurricanes.
It's just in the lexicon.
But I just remember the first time hearing it going, I don't remember people saying that a lot before. That's weird. And then during the election cycle, you used a word that I was like, all right, that's kind of a vocab word there. And then I heard it used on TV a bunch, and I was like, when have people been saying bellwether?
Oh, yeah, bellwether is old school.
Been saying
Really? I don't remember bellwether.
Yeah, bellwether is like if one thing goes this way, a lot of things are going to go this way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm familiar with. But when I saw this story, I go, they just threw a word out there. I have no idea what this is, and I've never heard anybody use this. Maybe this is the same thing. Maybe other people are familiar. There's a new supergroup that is launching, and I had not heard of this group called Soul Invicto. But
this is a musical supergroup.
Yes, a musical supergroup, and it features members of the Deftones.
Yeah.
And a crossover with Cypress Hill. And I said, oh, that sounds kind of cool. I'm interested in that. And then here's how the paragraph reads. It says, Deftones guitarist Stephen Carpenter, Cypress Hill percussionist Eric Bobo, producer guitarist
That's not
Richie
a fun name.
Launders, and recently added drummer Dan Ford with 2 O's in it, of the iconic Gent band. I've never heard of that in my life. DJENT band? What the hell does that mean?
DJENT?
Yeah, and then they're like, they have these D-Genty or Genty tunes, and they just keep using this. Like, this band is very
DJ
genty.
Entertainment.
Never heard of this. Is it DJ Entertainment? Could
Obviously.
be. It could be. DJENT. And they just toss it in this sentence. I go, I've never heard anybody use that.
Those letters stand for something like, damn.
It's not capitalized, though.
It's not.
No.
All right. Damn it.
DeGenti. DeGent. I never heard of this. I've heard of dad rock. I've heard of all the different genres.
The D is silent.
Yeah, gent rock or gent. Yeah, what does that mean, Celine?
A form of heavy rock music featuring complex rhythms and distorted low-pitched guitar sounds.
Gent. Have you ever heard of that before this moment?
No.
I mean, now that you describe it, I've heard that sound. I didn't know there was a name to it.
Yeah, I thought that sounds like Limp Bizkit-y stuff. But
Sounds
I thought
like
there was
Baby
a
Weathered
name.
it.
Wikipedia calls it a subgenre of progressive metal termed for an onomatopoeia of the guitar sound that characterizes it.
Huh.
So like
like that.
I see now. It makes a little more sense. I've just not heard anybody say that.
So you sound like when you say the word that you are a philosopher of some sort, but it's just the description of what it sounds like, which I love. It's where smart and stupid come together.
Beha's saying it started with Meshuggah. Meshuggah is a rock band. I heard that name before, but I just never heard of anybody saying gent music.
Well,
It's
the
a new one for me.
Wikipedia page for gent was created February 25th of 2011.
Oh, so that's been around.
It's been a term for that long. I think it probably takes a little while to really catch on for people.
Well, here's where we're at now, because you don't have your same, 7-8 genres anymore. You have to
now it's
define them.
endless.
You have to label everything. I mean, at some point, I feel like 10, 20, 50 years from now, what words are they going to be? Or are we just going to be okay with, hey, this is their sound and that's about it?
There's so many genres now, so many genres and subgenres, and the music world is spread out a lot these days.
So in 2011, when this Wikipedia page was created, first of all, it was a terrible Wikipedia page. There was only one website cited, and it was just one paragraph. And it says, gent is a fairly new genre of music. It is mostly related to the experimental metal, in quotes, genre of music. Gent is based off the sound of the guitar. It includes sub-level gain and also involves a lot of palm muting on low strings of the guitar. The guitars involved are usually 7 to 8 strings or 6 strings tuned very low to give it a good sound. This is a terrible Wikipedia article. The genre emphasizes on a staccato style.
He really hates
Keep
it,
reading
guys.
it. Keep reading it.
On a staccato style of playing that's very tick, 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 tick. It includes a lot of jazz riff references and also combines many technical chords. Bands that define this style of music would be Meshuggah, Periphery, Animals as Leaders, Midnight Realm, and many more. Ambient, clean passages are included in many of the songs associated with Gent, such as Periphery's song Race Car.
And they just roll
Really?
it out. One website. For all
Oh,
of that.
God. Have you guys ever heard of a wall of death? I wonder if Gent music has the wall
I ran
of
into
death.
one.
Wall of death is something else. I saw the funniest one the other day where it was an influencer.
Oh, the
and
girl
she-
dancing by herself? Yeah.
He gets in the middle of it.
She's like,
And
hey, guys. And she's doing a little dance.
she's trying to be sexy
and disappeared.
Just so you guys know, here's what a wall of death is. I'll show you visually and I'll explain it to everybody who doesn't know. A wall of death is when at the concert, the mosh pit splits in two and there's one side over here and one side over here. And then they just come running at each other full speed. It looks like death, literally. The wall of death
That's
is
like
insane.
Braveheart.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
it's like Braveheart. And this influencer gets into the middle
I'll
of a
play
wall of
that
death
video, please.
right before it starts. Oh, let me see if I can find that.
Wall
Because
of
it was
death influence.
Hey, is a wall of death avoidable? Because that looks very dangerous. This is the oldest thing I've ever
is,
said.
That's
yeah.
the
It's
point.
the old manest thing I've ever said.
It does look dangerous. You're not wrong. I can't find that video, but I did see that. I'll try to dig it up at some point here.
Oh, there's so many, too.
It was this girl just trying to be all sexy in the middle of it, and then the two walls just went boom, squished right in on her. Oh, my God. Okay, here we go. Let's jump into it. Let's do jury duty. Oh, hang on. That's my fault. Here we go.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. When you're in an accident or a friend is in an accident or a loved one is in an accident, there's lots of choices, but make sure you make a smart one. And the smart choice, as far as I see it, 866-CALL-MO or 800-CALL-MO these days. You can switch it up to that one. Did you find it?
Let's see if Moses, put it on the list, would consider this injured on the go.
Okay, hang on.
I wouldn't, I don't know about the audio.
Okay,
so
let me mute it real quick.
It's gin, 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 gin.
You're new to the wall of death, but here you go. It says the feminine urge to just, and this influencer goes in the middle.
Hey, Daddy.
It's like main character syndrome. It's all about her. She's dancing. She's fluffing up her hair. She's trying to be sexy. She's shaking her ass a little bit. And then
and gone.
see you later. Just R.I.P.
That's
She's
hilarious.
gone forever. All right. Here we go. We got an update on the Jack White story. And I've been wondering where these lawsuits against Trump for playing music have gone. And now Jack White and the White Stripes have dropped their lawsuit against Trump. They said court documents filed in Manhattan federal court state that the White Stripes dismiss without prejudice all claims against defendants Donald J. Trump for president 2024, and company. And they said the lawsuit was filed because of the playing of the White Stripes hit song, Seven Nation Army, back in October. But now the case has ended. And a lot of these seem to end that way. I don't know if it's because they're afraid they wouldn't have won, or they're not going to go after a sitting president. They just don't have the resources to do that. I don't know what reason they do that, but they dropped the case. And not related at all, but frightening very much so. A car burst into flames after hitting a barrier.
What kind of car?
The car was a Tesla Model Y. That was the vehicle. Tesla Model Y. And when they crashed this car, they got stuck inside. And the car was on fire. And they said
wall of death.
They were blaming the fact that this was a Tesla for them not being able to get out of the burning car. I hate to tell this to you, but 4 of the 5 passengers died in this Tesla.
But why couldn't they get out?
They could not get out. It says, I would assume the young lady would have tried to open the door from the inside because she was pretty desperate to get out. I don't know if it was a battery issue or what, but she couldn't get out.
Wait, so even the doors cannot be opened without it being connected to a battery?
Let's throw that out to the Tesla people out there.
Man.
Tesla folks,
Well,
do the doors work that way? So if your doors, if the battery was dead, your doors were not open, question mark.
We learned, I think, last week about the fact that a Tesla does have a second 12-volt battery like a standard car would that is responsible for all or most of the not driving parts of the Tesla experience. The door locks, probably the windshield wipers, maybe the radio, stuff like that. And so but I still think you would physically be able, I guess no, because the door's a button. There would have to be some sort of a latch or something. That should be the first thing you learn. That should be the first thing you learn when you make a significant enough switch to a car that doesn't have your traditional like pull lever to open the door.
You could legitimately die. And here's what I tease. We'll hit this in the grab bag segment coming up next. I hope this doesn't happen to us. Oh, no, don't do it to us. Sarah could be Hurricane Sarah and could be heading for the state of Florida. Doesn't look good. We'll see what the predictions are for this and a bunch of other clips we got to go over and react to. It's coming up next in the news, Chunky.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is slowing down at the intersection where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. You could expect your regular delays on I-4 approaching Lake Buena Vista. There's construction ongoing throughout Florida's Turnpike, so just travel with caution, and the traffic lights are working incorrectly where Thompson Road meets Severin Boulevard. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center on James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
Florida needs a power company that's storm ready. That's why FPL works year-round to keep the power on and restore it safely and as quickly as possible when needed. FPL, working for you every single day. Get ready at fpl.com/storm.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! FrankGayServices.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
The Daytona 500 is a race where victory is life-changing and career-defining. Every moment means more here, creating a significance and unpredictability that amplifies the experience for both the drivers and fans alike. Don't miss the 67th running of the Daytona 500 on Sunday, February 16th at Daytona International Speedway. Your chance to win tickets now at realradio.fm/contests. For ticket information on the 2025 Daytona 500 and Speed Weeks presented by Advent Health, log on to www.daytona500.com or call 1-800-PIT-SHOP.
You've got a Pepto predicament, moviegoer.
Hey, I can hear your stomach grumbling.
Sorry, I ate that entire tub of popcorn with extra butter. You overdid it, and now your movie has turned into a blockbuster bellyache. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief, so you can focus on the action on the big screen instead of in your stomach. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's 2 things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
We all think about buying a house instead of renting, right? But did you ever realize you're renting your electricity every single month? Yep, overpaying the power company and watching prices rise every year. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power with Solar Source? I started with my pool heater going solar, and now I'm thrilled with Solar Source's pay-as-you-go system, where I can save each month starting at only $99. Now, Solar Source isn't new to this game. They've been in business for nearly 40 years with the same phone number since 1984 and over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They are the company I trust. Are you ready to stop renting your electricity? Switch to Solar Source today and start owning your own power. Switch to Solar Source today by going to solarsource.com/monster. Honestly, going Solar Source has been the best thing we've done all year. I absolutely love the company, and you save more money when you tell them you know Russ Rollins. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to thousands of live radio stations, podcasts, and stream unlimited music playlists for any mood or activity. Powered by City Kia, Central Florida's favorite auto dealer.
City Kia.
Happy holidays. Welcome to Total Wireless. How can I help you?
Oh, my phone is panicking. It thinks I'm trading it in.
No worries. At Total Wireless, you get 50% off the Total 5G Unlimited plan when you keep your phone.
Really? 50% off and I get to keep my phone? Wow.
Yep, that's as low as $25 per month for one line when you sign up for AutoPay.
Visit your Total Wireless store today. Restrictions apply. Compatible device required. Available exclusively online and in Total Wireless retail stores.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. MONEY, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
He won't hesitate to call you out when you're being a little ASCII. This is the new.
Fat segment for you. If you happen to miss any of this big fat segment or even the show in general, you can always get the podcast. It's available for you on the website. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, subscribe on iHeart or wherever you get your podcasts. Here we go. First, let's go back to that Tesla story real quick. Sabrina had some photo that you found.
Yes, my friend Chad sent it over.
And hold on, I can show this. Let me restate what's happening here. The story was about these five friends who were at a Tesla, and the Tesla caught fire, and 4 out of the 5 of them died in the fire. The other person, somebody had to smash the window out with a pole that was nearby and pull them from the burning car, and everybody else died in the Tesla. And this is a handle on the inside of this Tesla that could be used to open the door. Could it maybe be that they just didn't see that as a handle, or they didn't know that that was there?
I mean, was it their Tesla?
I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. I'll bring up the story here so we can go through the details on this.
I just don't understand also with the technology that the Tesla especially has, that if something is on fire, that you don't have the ability, like your doors aren't automatically open. Like if there's something in front of you, it'll break. If you're about to go into a wall, I believe that the technology will either slow down the impact, if not hit your auto brakes even sooner than that.
Yeah, you think it
How
would
is it
sense
like
the
when
heat.
something is not on fire?
Yeah.
And like how are you stuck in there?
Oh, it just says terrified friends burned to death in Tesla. And I can see the car. The car is just gutted by the fire. There's not much left of this vehicle. It says 4 of the 5 passengers were unable to get out as the fire engulfed the car. 4 or 5 friends died in horrific car fires. They were unable to escape from a burning Tesla when a crash disabled its electronic doors. The only survivor of the October 24th fire was a woman in her 20s who was able to get to safety after a passerby smashed a window out of the burning Model Y car. 4 other friends, identified as, and it gives other names.
Well, good thing it wasn't a Cybertruck, right? Those are unsmashable
Yeah,
windows.
you couldn't get in that way. All lost their lives in the incident. Rick Harper, a Canada Post employee, heroically used a metal pole to smash the car window, freeing the woman. In an interview, she told the Toronto Star she could not open the doors from the inside of the crashed Tesla. I would assume the young lady would have tried to open the door from the inside because she was desperate to get out. I don't know if that was the battery or what, but she could not get out of the Tesla. He described how the woman, the only survivor of the wreck, scrambled out of the car head first after he smashed the window. He said he did not know anybody else was in the car at the time because the smoke was so thick. He said,
And I imagine that fire also was added onto by the battery, right?
Mhm.
Like, isn't that with the
Yeah.
Tesla battery in particular that it's such a hot fire?
It could make it worse, I would think.
Impossible to put it out.
It says, in the U.S., there are 9 investigations involving the Tesla Model Y, ranging from unexpected brake activation to sudden unintended acceleration, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Tesla boasts its vehicles give a safety-first design. They say they're the safest in the world. There's a manual override in Tesla cars, but the feature is not widely publicized, they say. In the event of a crash, passengers are directed to pull away a palin, P-A-L-E-N, in the door.
Like a Sarah?
It's like a mat.
Yeah, pull away a palin in the door and tug away at a cable underneath to open the doors. But safety watchdogs have said dazed or panicked crash victims might not be able to search for the feature after a car crash.
Exactly.
So, and that goes to what C-Lane said. If you're switching over to a vehicle like that, that should be thing number one, where you, before they give you the keys, they say, hey, if you're ever stuck inside, you move this over and pull this.
So in the front of the Model Y, that's what it looks like, that picture that Chad sent over. That's it has the little latch that's above the window controls. But in the back, you have to remove a mat from the bottom of the rear door pocket. That's the palin or whatever it was talking about.
Yeah.
Press the red tab to remove the access door. Pull the mechanical release cable forward. The back seems a lot more involved than the front when it comes to the manual door open.
And if I'm in the back of a Tesla, I wouldn't have known that at all. I would never
Especially
have known
since if you're riding in the back of a Tesla, there's a decent chance you don't own it. Or you may not be used to riding in Teslas. I've ridden in the back of plenty of Teslas as Uber rides.
Well,
I
this
wouldn't
is
have known that.
Your lesson for the day, friends. If you are stuck in the back of a Tesla, you go into the little compartment on the side, you pull up a mat there, you hit a red button like C-Lane said, and then you can get out of the vehicle. But otherwise, Jesus, that's rough. Okay, lots of stuff to cover here. And first, I will tell you, in lighter news, this is just breaking, by the way, minutes ago. Frankie McDonald did another siren post. He just put out a freshie, brand new.
Can we talk about Frankie McDonald a little bit?
What's the matter with him? Talk about what?
He's been getting a little feisty with the ladies on Threads.
Like worse than we've seen before?
Yes, way worse. He likes to. I finally saw it on a white woman, but he likes to comment on sexy pictures of black women and say, "I really like it," or "I really like your body is great." Or there's a whole bunch of them.
And he's not filtered when he's doing this. It'll be a woman posting a photo of herself, and he's like, "I really like your body." And he just tosses that out. He has a type, absolutely. But this is him doing the siren right here.
Hey, everybody, let's do tutorial siren.
Right to it.
That's new.
Right by the road, too. consistency is key, and he was
I think
really
it's the
drilling
same
this.
video.
You think so? He said, "This is me doing a tornado siren again," and he published this. And then he's got some haters in the comments. Kids' playground might be the best place to do the tornado siren. You could scare the families.
Yeah, it's a different one.
Yeah, it is different.
Search for Frankie McDonald threads.
All right, let's see. Frankie McDonald threads. All right. And that's where he's doing it exclusively on threads?
Yeah, do the one that's 1984.
Okay, 1984.
Oh, not that other.
And then
my name is Frankie McDonald. I'm a YouTuber from Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Okay, now click replies.
Replies. All right.
Reply.
You can see this.
I really love it. Hey, I really love it. Big Mama for real. I really love it.
Hey, I really love it. Hey, I really love it. I really love
comments. If this is in the last 24 hours. I got to be careful here when I'm pulling up. They're very.
He's got a type.
Curvaceous
he
black
likes
women.
them BBWs.
And he says,
I really love your
love
body. 2 days ago.
Yeah, this is like all of the comments that he's making on this platform.
Oh yeah, he loves this.
I really love it.
He really
says.
loves it.
And then he posted is it a camera emoji and a kiss? He posted 2 emojis
5
there.
days ago. Hey, I really love your body.
Frankie, man, calm down a little bit, friend. And we should all calm down collectively because there's threat of a potential storm next week.
Lane,
Sarah.
it's not stopping.
Sarah, I told you, he's horned up,
not
man.
Stopping.
He's just going. Here we go. This is from Noah Bergeron, and it says tropical scenarios. Listen, the model and pattern data is very convincing, meaning there's a high confidence this system is not a fantasy, and the data is credible. There appear to be 2 camps of outcomes. Scenario number 1. There's a potential that this storm Sarah gets forced northward into the Gulf early next week, but then it would likely be again forced to turn northeast at or near around the Florida Peninsula, so it could hit the state of Florida as some sort of storm Sarah. Scenario 2 is this one right here, and it has a small window opening where the system can get pushed northeast across the Central Caribbean and then out into the Atlantic, and it would have no impact on the United States or the state of Florida.
All right, let's cross our fingers for a number 2.
We want number 2. We are rooting for number 2, and we are hoping that the storm Sarah goes east and away from the United States and not west into the Caribbean and then over the state of Florida. Do not want that. What else do we have here? Oh, Biden just had a little moment, I guess, in the White House.
Yeah, more sand.
A reporter asked Biden if he could get the hostage deal done. These are the Israeli hostages that Hamas has before the end of his term. Let's see what Biden says. Let's see if we can hear him here.
President Biden, do you think that you can get a hostage deal by the end of your term?
Think you can get hit in the head by a camera?
Yeah, I can hear that.
He said, do you think you can do you think you can keep from getting hit in the back of the head with that camera behind you? Was his response to this reporter.
Oh.
Don't know why. Don't know why he decided to go in that direction.
Is it just me, or was her tone weird the way she asked that question?
Let me bring it back here and hit it again. Let's see.
President Biden, do you think that you can get a hostage deal by the end of your term?
She sounds like she's talking to a child.
Behind you. All right. Thank you all.
All right, and then he just closes out the meeting. You think you're going to get hit by the camera behind you?
Her tone seems so odd. She sounds like she's asking a kid if he can get his room clean before dinner.
Yeah. Maybe that's the way they view Biden now. That's the way they view the guy. There is a mud volcano that is erupting in northwest Colombia right now.
All right.
Is it as hot as a normal volcano?
I think so. I did not know. Let's learn a little bit together. Sealine, what is a mud volcano? See if you could search that. We'll watch this and describe it for everybody. Just gushing out mud. Mud flying in the air. And then boom!
Oh, the mud was on top of the lava.
Then it just erupts.
That guy's way close for that, man.
I don't know how bad of danger they're in, but it doesn't look
bad.
good.
It seems like a bad amount of danger.
That's crazy to me.
Landform created by the eruption of mud or slurries, water, and gases. Several geological processes may cause the formation of mud volcanoes. They're not true igneous volcanoes, and they don't produce lava, and they're not necessarily driven by magmatic activity.
Magma.
Mud volcanoes may range in size from merely 1 to 2 meters high, or 1 to 2 meters wide, or 700 meters high and 10 kilometers wide.
Damn. That's huge. So for those of you listening, what happened here was first mud erupted out of this volcano, and then it was huge eruption and flame that went way, 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 way up into the sky. And you can take a peek at this visual over on thenewsjunkie.com. It's on the website in the See It Now section right now. Let's see. We got AOC. Some people are saying that she called Kamala Harris a fake person, like she doesn't have a real personality.
All right, show me.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She had asked a question. I think this is on Instagram. And look at her. On Instagram, she crosses the line for me. That's too many posts in 24 hours. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's a lot. There's like 30 of these. She said, now what questions do you have for me? And somebody said, do you buy the argument that woke loses elections, like saying Latinx? And here she is.
Personally, I don't. I think that a lot of voters really don't like fake people, and they're sick and tired of fake politicians. And so what I actually think is worse is saying something you don't believe. And so if during the entire time in campaign season, you're saying that you're down with trans people or like the LGBT community, and then you lose an election, and then the next day you say all that stuff was wrong. I actually think what people are more upset about is someone was doing something they didn't believe and just saying something. Like, if you actually weren't about that life, why did you campaign as though you were?
All right. It seems like she was kind of saying that.
But
like
she's
she
not
was
saying who.
No, but
who else
the
would she be speaking of?
There was only 2 people that ran for office for president. So you got
Senate
Trump
or House person?
You got Kamala Harris. I think that sounds like she was talking about that. I'll see if there's any other context around it, but it's a short clip anyways. It's from her Instagram responding to somebody.
It does sound like she is criticizing the losing party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you say that there was only 2 people running.
Yeah.
Correct. I
Shots
just,
fired.
but she walked around it. Certainly didn't say the name.
No, she didn't mention Kamala Harris by name, but I would think it'd be a decent guess to say that's what she was talking about.
I would think it'd be it too, Sean, but it's beweathered.
Did I say that like an old prospector or something? Yeah. You keep saying beweathered. It's bellwether.
Oh, damn it.
Bellwether is the thing.
I was like, I'm going to start using
know.
it, but I forgot the L. No problem.
Bellwether.
Loser.
Yeah. Tom Homan is the guy who's going to be in charge of the border. I keep seeing clips of this dude going around. And we talked about off the jump, what are Trump's big plans? What's going to be going on out there? They're starting to select people for Trump's cabinet. So I say, just listen to these people. Let's see where everything is going and watch it together. So here is Tom Homan, the border czar. Let's see what he said on Fox.
Criminals and gang members get no grace period. But while we're out prioritizing the public safety threats and national security threats, if you want to self-deport, you should self-deport. Because, again, we know who you are, and we're going to come and find you. So if you want to self-deport, that's fine. But criminals and gang members, they get no favors from this administration. You came to this country legally, which is a crime.
He sounds like he has so much
against
spit in
United
his
States
mouth.
citizens, some heinous crime.
He does have a
You get no
affect.
grace period, so we're coming for you. But for those others, the non-criminals, if you want to self-deport, I'm all for it. Because when they self-report, they can put their orders, put everything in order, their family business, if they got...
He's talking about what's going to happen to illegal immigrants in the U.S., and he's the border zone.
I get that part. It's just I can't understand what's coming out of his mouth.
He's saying if you want to self-deport...
Self-deport.
Yes, you could do that. So this is to say, hey, they're going to be coming after people who are in this country illegally, so you could just choose to get out yourself, which I'm sure somebody will do. Let's see what else he said.
Homes or whatever, they can put all that in order and leave with their family altogether. It makes perfect sense for the ones that are not criminals and not priorities.
How are they going to get home? How do they get home?
Well, the ones we're going home, the rest of them won't put on an airplane and send them home. And the ones that want to go home on their own, they found their way across the world to come to the greatest nation on earth. They can find their way home. Either that, or I'll give them a free airline ticket. that we put them on our airplane and we'll take them home. It's either way. It's up to them. If we arrest them, they come on our airplane, Sean. If they want to go on their own airplane.
He was talking to me. He was talking to me there. Thank you, Tom Honan.
If you slowed it down just a little bit and then quiet, like he made it more quiet, he sounds just like Joe Biden.
Oh, like Joe Biden? I didn't pick that up. He's going to be in the news a lot.
Put it in -2x and you'll see.
This guy's going to be in the news a lot. That's the border
He
dude.
didn't seem to have a speech issue when that was the same guy you played on 60 Minutes, right? They said we're going to, they could, if they want the families to stay together, we could deport them together.
Maybe he had dry mouth.
The opposite.
Something.
There was so much spit in his mouth.
There's something going on.
He needed to slow down, is what he needed to do.
But that's what he's saying is going to happen. He said you should self-deport, or you could self-deport, or if you're a gang member or a criminal, look out, buddy. There's no softness that's going to be given to you in terms of handling this.
If you're an illegal immigrant listening to this guy,
yes.
And Sean, you're an illegal immigrant?
I can't answer that question.
If you're listening to this guy and he wants you to self-deport, it's like you buy an airplane ticket or we'll buy one for you. Would you not just go, all right,
I'll take the airline ticket?
Give me the airline ticket.
Yeah, we walked a lot. I'd rather get on the airline.
If I was here illegally, I would say, well, why would I make your job any easier for you? Like, why would I just give up? I'm here right now.
And how much time do we have to self-deport?
They didn't give a timeline, but I would assume by January 20th, because that gives you about 2 months and 8 days.
I can't believe this year's almost over.
Yeah, it's happening. We're close. I keep looking at Jack's emails, and every time he sends one, I'm like, only that many shows left? Only that many shows left in the year.
It's like when one of your friends on social media is counting down to vacation, and they're like, only 8 more sleeps. 8 more sleeps.
Okay, quick break. When we come back, we got to talk about something you could get for $1. We got to talk about a wedding gone wrong. We got a lot more to squeeze into this Share the Show Tuesday. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traffic is starting to slow down in the Champions Gate area and in the Lake Buena Vista area in both directions. The traffic lights are working incorrectly where Thomas Road meets Severin Boulevard. There's an accident on Sand Lake Road near Orange Blossom Trail causing a bit of commotion. Just travel with caution on the roadways this afternoon and move over and slow down if you see police activity or emergency vehicles. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center on James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before. While you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Oh, here we go. The next generation of WWE superstars.
Welcome to NXT.
Is here.
NXT on the CW.
The CW is the official home of NXT Wrestling. And tonight, the new era of NXT continues.
Get hype, baby! Pump! We are all
NXT. All new tonight on the CW.
It all begins tonight at 8, only on CW18.
Covering Central Florida so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imperato, Jesse Pagan, Darren Stoltzfus, and Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. West 2 News on CW18. Every night at 10.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
You don't have time for small sales, so we're going big. For one day only, you can get up to 50% off New South windows and doors. Just visit our showroom on November 16th and bring your window and door measurements for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Get New South windows and doors for up to half the price, in person only. November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 to find a showroom near you.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to tell me the name of a country without the letter A in its name. You know it? Text your answer to 96551 and you will get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name and go on a 5-day cruise. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to tell me a country without the letter A in its name and get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals included, plus 4 days in Orlando for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. This is not a contest. It is a paid advertising by Guarantee Media with the purpose of soliciting sales on vacation ownership and not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Some terms and conditions apply.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. M-O-N-E-Y. Money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Send him your tips. and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the
audio from earlier. Joe says the difference between self-deporting and federal deportation: if you self-deport, the U.S. will never know you were here, and you can apply for legal immigration with zero penalty for having previously been in the U.S. That is true. That's not a bad point, actually.
I see you, Joe.
That would be interesting if somebody was going to try to maybe legalize their status in the United States and not get a ding on it from getting caught here. But will people actually turn themselves in? That's the other question. I want to go into the wide world of weddings in just a moment. But first, we have a good deal alert for you.
Good deal alert.
Right now,
good deal alert.
Burger King is celebrating. And if you're a fan at all of the Whopper, you can use their app. Everybody's trying to push the apps these days. And you can get Whoppers for $1. $1. You go to the offers tab in the Burger King app, and they're doing this for 1 million Whoppers.
Now, do they show which locations actually have employees in them?
They don't. It's probably not going to be the one close to me. It had some issues, but I think it's gotten a little better, maybe a little better. Although we did walk in there not that long ago.
You actually walked into it?
You went inside?
Yeah. Because we were walking by and we're like, let's just go in. And it was just a random thing. I forgot what it was. Maybe picking up breakfast or something. And we walk in, and there's two women talking to each other at the front counter. And we go, excuse me? And the woman's like, what? It's like, aren't you supposed to take our order? Like, what's happening? They acted as if we
never get anyone
them.
Inside.
Maybe that. They just acted as if they'd been interrupted.
Like, are you supposed to go through the drive-thru?
What are you doing in here right now? Sorry, ma'am. Okay, we'd like to order. And this is all to say thanks to people. It's $1 Whoppers through the Burger King app to say thanks to people for the $1 million Whopper contest they were doing, where if you came up with the best idea for their next Whopper, you get $1 million. And the finalists that you can vote on in the app are the Fried Pickle Ranch Whopper, the Maple Bourbon Barbecue Whopper, and this one's kind of interesting. I feel like this has been pretty hot for the last couple of years. The Mexican Street Corn Whopper is one of the other options that they have.
As long as they're here legally.
And somebody is going to get their hands and their mouths on those Whoppers. So why not you? Get a nice little deal. $1's cheap, right? You could do that, I think. Meanwhile, to the wild world of weddings. And this is the one that's going viral. This story is everywhere. There's a couple of wedding stories right now that are just going viral. This says, we just got married yesterday. We spent $60,000 on our wedding.
So much.
That's a lot of money.
So much.
$60,000 on our wedding with a guest count of 270 people.
Okay.
That's
over
your first
$200
mistake.
a person?
Yeah, that is your first mistake right there.
Though?
If you're inviting 250 people to your wedding, you're inviting too many people.
Not if you're trying to make up that money.
That's what they were trying to do. 100% what they were trying to do.
Also,
they said we worked.
I mean, I know 270 people I invite to my wedding.
You would have 270 people that you know close enough to bring them to your wedding?
I mean, at that point, at 270, I don't know close enough, but if I know 100 people and I allow them to bring plus ones, we're already at 200.
I guess I could see 100.
Plus family.
I could see 100. See, like, how many total people did you have at your wedding?
50.
50 people
Maybe
total.
51.
50 people is plenty, I think. 100 people, okay. But when you get to 270, that's a lot of people.
I say that. We were planning on having 100. But when we lost the venue for COVID reasons, we're like, all right, we'll just do a smaller wedding, 50.
I like that better. But I think whoever said it, I think Sabrina said they were trying to do this for money. I think that's what they were going for.
And you know what? The 50 people that were there had a blast. They were like, it was the perfect size wedding.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sean drank 100 people's worth of White Claws. But...
I don't think I did have.
No, that was at the baby shower.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I did have a lot of White Claws at the baby shower. And some good food.
Sean went ham on the baby shower White Claws.
Every 2 seconds.
I was nailing them. They were good, and the food was good. I was having a good time, man.
Well, that cost some money, just like this $60,000 wedding.
This says, we just got married yesterday. We spent $60,000 on our wedding with a guest count of 270 people.
Okay, hold on. Pause also. You can't even give yourself 2 days before you go to the interwebs to complain about it?
Immediately going online. They said, we worked our butts off and pushed so many bills, rent, etc., only taking out a loan of $4,000. That was from my mom, who's demanding it back by the end of the month. We received $3,000 in cash and checks total from the cards at the wedding. This is what they're upset about. We are like freaking out and just really devastated because we would have thought we would at least got like $10,000. The lowest card amount was just $10. Has this happened to anybody else? And how did you move past this? It's just really eating both of us alive and just really disappointed us.
Oh, my God. Oh, this is the sanctity of marriage, huh?
They said we were supposed to leave Monday for our honeymoon, and we canceled it instantly after opening everything. We literally couldn't buy our plane tickets and was going to buy them this morning because we booked the hotel with free points.
That's
sad face emoji.
Man.
They said. So they only got $3,000 cash. They were looking for $10,000.
Oh, sorry. How about, are you guys happy to be married? Like, isn't that the whole point? Is this the traditional marriage that everyone's screaming about?
It's turned into like a business. You do this so you can get money to go do this.
And you're obviously bad at that business.
Hey, how about this? Crazy idea. Crazy idea here. Why not take the $60,000 and just go on a honeymoon? Don't do the wedding. Don't have this big one-day
debt
ordeal
for your wedding.
Yeah, but we thought that we'd be able to get at least $10,000,
Now,
Sean.
I will say this. $3,000 is pretty low for 270 people.
That is. And $10 is a low amount, too. But
that's $11 a person. That's $11 a person.
Yeah, y'all did it wrong.
Or $22 for a couple.
They invited people that didn't like them, I guess. They didn't get enough, and so they had to call off their... Yeah, they still showed up for the free food and the party and all that. And we'll take your thoughts on this. What do you think? I think you should just skip that. $60,000. You're wasting your money unless you have $60,000 to blow, for God's sake. All right. When we come back, we'll do the final dispatches. We'll do the stories that didn't make the cut. And we'll do Today I Learned to wrap everything up for a Tuesday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, the Science Center tries to set a world record in possible voodoo in Deltona. At 4 o'clock, we'll do What'd You Do That's New. 5 o'clock hour, it's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth. For trivia, it's tickets to TSO and the Central Florida International Auto Show. 4 opportunities for you to win $1,000 plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Happy Tuesday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we're going to be expecting a warm and partly to mostly sunny afternoon across Central Florida. Afternoon highs will climb into the mid-80s, a high of 86 degrees today in Orlando. We can't rule out the slim chance of a stray shower or two, but most of these will exist near the coast, and it's only a 20% chance. Otherwise, temperatures take a bit of a tumble with highs in low 80s for tomorrow. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Any size soft drinks for $1. Wendy's has any size a la carte $1 soft drinks. Coke, Sprite, strawberry Fanta, whatever you want. Any size soft drink for $1? Gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Exclusions apply.
Refresh your ride. Time to get a new car? This is an excellent event. Do not miss it this weekend. It's the Central Florida International Auto Show, the 14th through the 17th at the Convention Center. Get a close-up look at the hottest new cars, trucks, and SUVs. You test drive vehicles right at the show. It is the Central Florida International Auto Show. Get your ticket now at OrlandoAutoShow.com.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. If you hire an attorney solely based off a commercial, you might as well just flip a coin. My advice is simple. Check out their Google reviews. Find out how long they've been practicing law, and actually call them before you sign anything. We're talking about your future. It's important. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
My mom says everyone goes through hard times. Right now, that's my family. But people like you make me smile. because this holiday, we can have a big meal together as a family. For every $10 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 40 meals and hope when we need it most. Help today at feedhopenow.org.
You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable. They've hit the parlay.
Let's go! Big payouts for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Football fans, are you missing the action because of blurry vision? Well, this November, score a touchdown for your eyes with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Simply text 1041 to 868686 now. They've been Central Florida's MVP in vision correction for over 3 decades. And with their 24-month interest-free financing, you can tackle the cost of LASIK without breaking the bank. Don't let poor eyesight intercept your game day experience. Text 1041 to 868686 now and see every play with crystal clarity. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything's possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Generation of WWE superstars.
Welcome to NXT.
Is here.
NXT on the CW.
The CW is the official home of NXT wrestling. And tonight, the new era of NXT continues.
Get hype, baby. Get pumped. We are all
NXT. All new tonight on the CW.
It all begins tonight at 8, only on CW18.
Covering Central Florida so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imperato, Jesse Pagan, Darren Stoltzfus, and Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. West 2 News on CW18. Every night at 10.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2... Oh, and fast, too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
Just Call Mo says drive responsibly this holiday season, but if you're injured, just call Mo.com.
The kind of crew who types the word functioning in bold, italic, and underline.
Is restored. Looking at some of you respond to this wedding story. A lot of people who went the cheaper route and didn't waste all this money like this stupid couple that we were talking about.
A lot of it doesn't add up. They spent $60,000 and they only had to borrow $4,000. So they had $56,000.
Yeah.
And they thought $56,000 wedding wasn't enough.
Right.
They didn't do it. They needed a little bit more. And
they
all
got
of that
ripped
was
off
like
somewhere. But then the point of the post is for what?
Yeah, that was an investment to make back the money to go on their honeymoon. Just use the money and go on a honeymoon and tell all your friends you got married. Don't waste your money on a gigantic wedding. So many times people do this. It's such a dumb idea. Rant said it used to be you could get married in Georgia impromptu that day, and people would drive from Florida to Georgia to shotgun marriage. I know because my mom did it twice, and I had to ride in the back seat. All right, good times. A lot of people chiming in on this.
Somebody on the texting service, and I totally agree, said like these people need a financial planner. Because if you're borrowing $4,000 to spend $60,000 to fund your honeymoon that you haven't bought a plane ticket for yet, like you going on your honeymoon rides very heavily on you getting enough money to cover the $4,000 loan and then some.
That's stupid.
And then you don't have any money.
Some people are very dumb financially, very, very dumb financially. Make decisions all the time. And you go, wait, what? What? That doesn't make any sense. The other wedding was this one that I've seen going viral today. And it says POV, you plan the most beautiful entrance to your wedding just to open the doors to an empty venue. And there's nobody at this wedding that they threw, which did you not do RSVP or, what's going on? There's nobody shows up here. I don't buy this. They said footage of Kalina Marie's heartbreaking walk down the aisle of practically empty wedding venue has racked up nearly 8 million views.
Who's filming this? If you're the person holding the phone right now,
question everything.
That is,
yeah. I don't believe half of this stuff. All right, let's do the final dispatches. Stories
Everything's a scam
that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Share the Show Tuesday. Right, now it's time to get into them. Here we go. Let's do our final. I'm stalling to get to the dispatch. Let's do the final dispatch.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
We have so much time today, friends. So let's see what we got. We got Guitar Slinger. Well, we did him earlier, or we played his dispatch.
Yeah,
here's Twin Pro.
What's up, junkies?
Hey.
Love your show as always.
Thank you.
Listen, to these people that spent $60,000 on a wedding and were upset about the lack of money that they got, I couldn't even remember how much money we received at my wedding. We weren't taking the time to plan this extravagant wedding. We were more focused on the marriage, and I think that's why so many marriages fail. I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm divorced anyway, but we didn't focus on the wedding so much. It was just let's get married. It was a small venue with a close family and friends, and I couldn't even tell you for $10 million how much money we received because it was not important. I didn't care if I received $1 or a toaster. It didn't make a difference to me. We had our honeymoon paid before the wedding. We didn't go all out. It was nice. It was a beautiful wedding, a beautiful party, and it was spent with our family, and money was not even the subject at all.
All right, he says money wasn't the subject in his case. That sounds right to me, but I like how he was debating himself as he was doing. I don't know why I'm saying this because we're divorced, but you get the point. Let's do the stories that did make the cut. Brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage.
That's right. If you're looking to move and you need help getting your stuff from point A to point B, Cento Family Moving and Storage, they're going to help you, and they are professional, and they are very quick, and they're very strong. They're strong boys. Over at Cento Family Moving and Storage.
So strong.
They're the ones who will meet your needs. Forget the stress. Move with the best. Get a quote today at centomoving.com, CENTO moving.com.
All right. Jerry Garcia has an AI voice now from 11 Labs. They said he would have loved this. He would have absolutely loved this, according to family and friends. And you can speak with Jerry Garcia if you are so inclined.
That was one of the first websites that we used to do AI voices.
Yeah, they have a bunch of tools.
I think I'm still paying them. I need to stop doing that.
You probably should. A crazy plan for the world's longest skyscraper, and I'm worried about this. Did you guys see this thing? What is this? This skyscraper is ridiculous. It goes up and then it turns into, it's like a U, upside down U.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about that one before, I think.
Have we? I don't know if I've ever seen this. It's called the Big Bend, and it's like a skyscraper. When it gets up to the top, it curls over and goes down like a paperclip.
Imagine you're on
like a paperclip.
Curved office.
That seems like it would be very, very weird. Maybe there's nothing up there. I don't know. It's a disaster. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. Accurate date today. And
Happy
today
Friday,
I learned
everybody.
This group right here.
That's NWA. No. Public Enemy. No.
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is correct. The name Wu-Tang for the Wu-Tang Clan was inspired by the 1983 martial arts film Shaolin and Wu-Tang, directed by Gordon Liu. The movie depicts two rival martial arts schools, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang. And they loved that movie. It resonated with them. They were very much into the martial arts stuff over on the Wu-Tang side of things.
Yeah.
They learned 1 out of every 8 Americans has worked at McDonald's at some point in their life, including the president-to-be. He worked for a very short time, but is not going to be working there anymore. He's headed to the White House. Some of you are losing your minds over that. Today I learned this song right here.
Time of my life.
There it is. I've had the time of my life from the movie Dirty Dancing. This song has been one of the most popular songs to be played at what life events?
Weddings.
No.
Funerals.
Funerals, yeah. I didn't think about that until I heard this, but funerals is one of the most popular funeral songs in the UK.
Mine would
I've
be
had the time of
Protect
my
Your Neck.
life. You could do that. Yeah, there's a twist. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. You can subscribe on iHeartRadio.